Yep. Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to New Richmond High School in New Richmond, Wisconsin. It's Big Rivers Conference action tonight. The River Falls Wildcats have traveled 30 miles north to take on the New Richmond Tigers. Both teams are 2-0, kicking off the Big Rivers Conference right here tonight on a balmy 88-degree late summer evening. Good evening, everybody, and welcome. I'm Kevin Westhouse, joined by Jeff Johnson, Mr. Braden Engstrom, and Mr. Rob Derry, bringing you all the action tonight, and Mr. Gregory Eugene Peters down in the field with our sideline cam. Hey, Jeff, how are you?
A little bit warm, just like last week, Kevin, but another great night for football. This is our first experience here in New Richmond on their brand new turf field at their new stadium.
They have a nice press box area. They have good internet. We have a little bit of room to maneuver up here. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. So that's always a good sign when our broadcast gets out. Hey, Bo Herstein, it says, "Let's go Cats," and he beat Portaguna Will on. That a baby, Bo.
Punta Gorda / Hurricane Will.
Will.
Had to survive another hurricane down in Punta Gorda.
Punta Gorda, compared to the last one, though, all he had to do was pick up some plastic chairs that fell over in the backyard compared to the last one.
This is a piece of cake for those people down there. So, yeah, welcome to the broadcast.
Yeah, welcome aboard. Here we are. We got about 5.5 minutes on the clock. We're going to have some starting lineups, but we have a little bit of material. Both teams, like I said, are 2-0 coming tonight's game. Last year, these two teams met in River Falls, and it took an overtime for River Falls to come out of that with a 25-19 victory. This one's setting up to be pretty good, Jeff.
Could be very similar, Kevin. This is the first conference game for both teams. Both teams are right near the top of the teams that are favored to win the Big Rivers Conference this year, so this will be a very pivotal matchup. The next two games will be for River Falls as they are here in New Richmond tonight, and then next week they're at home against Hudson. So Wildcats with a really nice performance last week, winning at Holman by a score of 35-7. Just an outstanding second-half performance, especially, Kevin.
Yeah, really good. The Wildcats seemed to get stronger as the game went on. I watched Lincoln McCarty, and everybody else is getting tired and hands on the knees, and he's getting taller, he's getting faster, he's getting stronger, and he's hitting harder.
Lincoln McCarty might have more energy than any high school football player I've ever seen, and if people did not know who he was before the season, they certainly do now. And what'll be interesting, Kevin, is to see how teams game plan against him now, because they've seen a lot of film on the Wildcats now, and they kind of know what they're up against. So, yeah. And I'm sure Lincoln will be up for the challenge.
He also sets the pace on that defensive line, so other guys are feeding off of that energy, and they're also bringing the goods as well. I think this week, I know you got more stuff there, but I want to talk a little bit about this. The first two games, we really stopped the run. We didn't see a lot of passing. Tonight, with Hitty at quarterback for New Richmond, maybe we're going to see a little bit more aerial attack, Jeff.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a lot more of that tonight, Kevin. Like you mentioned, their quarterback, number 4, Reese Hitty, he's 13 of 18 for 252 yards and 3 touchdowns for the season. He's not the only guy that throws the ball for the Tigers. They have a sophomore named Nick Stelrek, who is 13 for 21 for 172 yards. So both of them have seen action so far this year. That's a combined 39 passes that the Tigers have thrown this year, which is well more than we've seen so far this year out of our first two opponents.
I looked at Hitty. He's 13 for 18. He's batting .722 on his completion percentage. So I'm not sure where those passes are going for 126 yards, but he's got it dialed in.
He really does, and it's going to be a big test for the Wildcat. First of all, their pass rush, so they can put a little bit of pressure on Hitty, and secondly, for that Wildcat secondary, who has not really been tested a whole lot this season, given the fact that Wisconsin Rapids and Holman were both predominantly running football teams.
Right. And speaking of running football teams, it's been all Jonas Severson this season. 6 touchdowns, almost 300 yards, probably more than 300 yards on the ground. And they're going to try to shut him down tonight, so it might require the Wildcats to also go aerial a little bit tonight.
Exactly. Jonah last week, another typical Jonas Severson performance, 28 carries, 219 yards, 4 touchdowns. Like you mentioned earlier, Kevin, he got stronger as the game went on, had a big second half, and kind of put the team on his back as the Wildcats had a strong second half to defeat Holman. Jonah for the season, like you said, 52 carries, 318 yards, 6 touchdowns. Great year last season, but we're in the Big Rivers Conference now, so these teams will be game planning for Jonah. They've seen him before, so it'll be up to the Wildcat offensive line, and probably we'll see a little bit more of a balanced attack on offense tonight.
So last season, speaking of having seen Jonah, last year he just had 71 yards against this New Richmond team. So they shut him down pretty good, and this year I'm expecting, again, they're going to be keying on Jonah Severson.
Could be. New Richmond defense has performed well so far this year. They've won 2 games. Their first game was a win against Medford. Last week they beat Marshfield by a score of 31-10. That was a very close game until the fourth quarter when the Tigers outscored Marshfield by 22 points, 22-0. So it was really good victory for the Tigers going away, but this will be their toughest opponent this year as well, the River Falls Wildcats.
Well, it's like I said, it's setting up to be a very good game. New Richmond probably still has a taste in their mouth from last year when they lost in overtime in River Falls. And this one's going to be, I think everything is billed to be. It should be a dandy tonight.
Should be first conference game, like we said, for both teams. The first series of conference games for the entire Big Rivers Conference tonight. So it should be a good one.
It all starts right here on an 88-degree night here in New Richmond, Wisconsin. If you look at the forecast this weekend, if you got a boat, you might want to get her out. She's going to be close to triple digits.
Yeah, this might be as cool as it gets for the entire weekend. Thing to watch for, kind of like last game, Kevin. Started to see in the third quarter, fourth quarter, players going down with cramps.
I think we'll see it tonight. You better hydrate.
Yep. Hopefully they started last Saturday, so
yeah.
We'll find out who did.
We're going to find out who hydrated and who drank the wrong juice and who drank the good stuff tonight. It'd be cramping up. Here we go. Public address announcer. Their PA is not that loud. Like, not at all. We are on the New Richmond side. You can hear their fans. How you feeling down there, Braden? There's the Wildcats lined up on the goal line down there. Oh, look at that.
That's professional right there.
Well, good evening again, everybody, and welcome to New Richmond High School in New Richmond, Wisconsin for Big Rivers Conference football. Kevin Westhouse along with Jeff Johnson, Braden Engstrom, and Mr. Rob Derry, the artist on the camera. Greg Peters bringing you those great shots down there on the field side. Welcome aboard, everybody. You are in for a dandy tonight. Two 2-0 teams in the Big Rivers Conference kickoff tonight on a gorgeous field just to the west of the Richmond High School. Hey, Jeff, how you doing?
Doing great. This is, I would say, by far the biggest crowd that we've seen at a football game this year. For those of you watching on TV, most of the bleachers are on our side of the field, so it's nearly full.
It's no Chris By. Welcome aboard, Chris.
Number 10, Preston Johnson.
Preston Johnson. Starting lineups.
Number 13,
Bryce Bevan.
It's the Wildcat defense being introduced.
24,
Anthony McPherson.
McPherson starting now at safety for the Wildcats.
Who's this?
Number 34,
Charlie Lesh.
Logan Gore.
Number 41, Jackson Rock.
Jackson Rock. Chevy truck.
Number 54, Lucas Johnson.
Might want to watch Lucas.
Number 57, Landon Zepstick.
The zipper.
Landon back to 57.
McCarty.
Lincoln McCarty. There they come. Look at Lincoln. His shoulders go sideline to sideline. He's got arms like tree trunks.
I think he's ready to go.
I think
Kevin,
he's ready.
from what I could tell.
Boy, that's a pretty picture. And now there's the New Richmond Tigers out crossing the center field line. I'm not going to call it a taunt. You can see what it is. New Richmond Tigers in the orange top and the black pant with the dark bonnet. Wildcats in the white pant, white top, and the white bonnet tonight. It's orange and black against the white, blue, and yellow.
In case you're wondering, about 10 miles away, Kevin, on the left side of your screen, that's where the Wildcat students were. That's their section, way
over there behind
Yeah.
the track. I can barely see. Thank goodness they're wearing fluorescent yellow, or
Yes.
we'd barely see them across the way over there. They put them in the cheap seats, didn't
Yes,
they?
they did, yep.
Wow. They won't be an impact, I don't think.
I don't think so. Not from there.
So do we see who is kicking off tonight?
Yep, I believe the Wildcats won the toss, and they elected to defer. So the Wildcat defense will be on the field first.
All right. Greg Gervais, let's go, Cats. Let's go is right. Hope everybody's doing well. We're good. Look so forward to this week. Got a little lather going up here in the booth. Got a nice facilities. Thank you to New Richmond's athletic director for getting us set up. Very cordial, very nice, and we got a nice spot up here tonight. No air conditioning, but hey, windows are open. We're ready to go. Wildcats will be going from your right to left, and the Richmond Tigers left to right. Again, the Richmond in the orange. Wildcats in the white. Wildcats will be kicking off. Go ahead, Jeff.
Yeah, again, look for that Wildcat defense to be tested early through the air. They really haven't been tested much at all this season. As, like we said earlier in the pregame show, both Rapids and Holman predominantly running teams. Look for the Tigers to put the ball up in the air often tonight.
So it's Abram Munson back deep on the far side, and I think it's catcher Langness on the near side, number 12, I believe. Kicking off for the Wildcats, Charlie Lash. He'll put his foot into it and run underway. Low line drive, skipping kick. Oh, off the shoulder. That goes all the way back to the end zone. See, and it's a... Ew. It's interesting how that hits him, but I think because the ball just kept carrying, it's not like a live football.
That was actually Jack Silloway, number 33, who did the kicking duties for the Wildcats.
Thank you. Appreciate
today.
that.
So
yep.
they've tried out a bunch of different guys, and
That worked.
good job by Jack there,
That worked.
backing up the Tigers pretty deep in their own territory.
All right, here we go. New Richmond will get set up shop. 1st and 10 on their own 20. Reese Hitty at quarterback for the New Richmond Tigers. He's in the pistol formation. He's flanked by Miles Burke. Hitty. He wants the football. Doesn't get the do get the Wildcats to jump, and that'll be 1st and 5. A little eager here on the near side. Got him the old hard count, and off to the races. Oh, they're going to call false start or not?
Yes.
Oh, false start. I know some Wildcats jumped here on the near side, Jeff, but they didn't like the hard count. They're going to give a legal motion penalty on the Richmond. It'll be 1st and 15. First break goes for the Wildcats.
Yeah, right away the Tigers going into a 3-receiver formation, 1 on top, 2 in the bottom of your screen. Something we haven't seen much of this year.
1st and 15. Hitty hands it off far side. There goes Burke to the edge. He's got about 13 of those 15 back. Nice run there by Miles Burke getting the edge. Gain of 13 for New Richmond. It'll be 2nd and 2.
Yeah, good job getting the edge by the New Richmond running back, and Anthony McPherson knocked him out of bounds. Tigers in a no huddle.
They go no huddle. Hand it off again to Burke. Bunches it to the outside. Nice open field tackle there, though, on the inside. Who do you got?
That's Lucas Johnson, number 54, with the tackle, bringing up a third and about
Third and two. Third and 2. Into the game is Joe Hepner for the Richmond Tigers. Out goes Miles Burke. Reese Hitty. Pistol formation again. 3 receivers out. 2 here on the near side, 1 up top. Hitty. He wants the football. Going to hand it off again. What a tackle right there. Nice tackle.
That's number 40. That's Landon Zepsic.
The zipper.
I think. Yep, with the tackle.
So I'm going to put 40 Zepsic because that's on my sheet. That's not right. So
he was 40 last week. So
I had 57 for Zepsic on my sheet, but let's see if
what
he's
he
40.
was during the first week. Yep, he is 40.
Landon Zepsic. So Zepsic stuffs that right in the hole. Punt time now for New Richmond. What a tackle by the zipper. Right away, they find the one that's not right on the sheet. Snap is away. The kick is away. It's a low, wobbly kick. It gets a New Richmond bounce. Might want to get away from that. Rolling, headed towards the 30. I don't think it's going to make the 30. Just. And not a bad punt there, and a low-line drive kick gets a good New Richmond roll. And Wildcats hold on the first series, so they deferred they won the toss, deferred. Is that what I understand correctly?
That's correct.
And then they said, if we can trust our defense, well, they did hold on that first series, and now they've got the football 1st and 10 on their own 30.
Good job by the Wildcat defense, especially after that 13-yard run on first down, and they did a good job of containing the Tiger offense on a 2nd and 2 and 3rd and 2 situation, and now we have the ball.
Wolfman Jeff Myers got his feet up in his Barca-Lounger watching it now in the man cave. Hand off to Severson, works his way up the middle. Look at the feet churning. He had nothing but gains 3.
Yeah, like we talked earlier, these teams certainly know what they're getting with the Wildcat offense. They're going to see a heavy dose of Jonas Severson. Expect the Tigers defense to be game planning for this. They did a good job of controlling Jonah last year. Let's see how they do tonight.
Right away, they just run it right up at him, and they gained 3. There wasn't a lot there. That was all Jonas Severson moving his legs. He got 3. 2nd down and 7 for the Wildcats. Jacob Range back to pass, looking to a short route. Gets Eli Johnson. Tries to move ahead. Strip, and nothing. Took 7 New Richmond Tigers to bring down Eli Johnson, but not till after a gain of about 6. It'll be 3rd and 1. I hear Eli Johnson maybe made a visit down to Iowa yesterday. Did I get that correct?
Minnesota.
Yep,
he was at the Gophers game last night. You can see the respect that the defenses give Eli Johnson right there. He's a 6'6", 230-ish pound tight end, and the defender was about 7 or 8 yards off him.
He's a good-looking tight end. He's probably got college football future ahead of him if he stays healthy. 3rd and 1. I formation. Range under center. Pitch it out to Severson. Looking for the edge. He got the edge. He got first down yardage. A little stiff arm and a little bit more. Gain of 9 by Jonas Severson. Boy, they get that seal block on the inside, Jeff, and off to the races he goes.
Really, really nice job by the Wildcat offensive line and tight end group there. Jonah's a lot faster than people think he is.
Yeah.
He's a big, strong kid, but did a nice job getting the edge and enough for a first down and then some.
Do we got instant replay set up tonight? All right, so just in case. 1st and 10, Wildcats move the chain. 3 positive plays in a row. They're nearing the 50-yard line. Range again under center. Hand it off to Severson. Right up the middle. Tough 4 yards for Jonah. Good blocking again up the middle. Let's talk a little bit about that interior offensive line, Jeff.
Interior offensive line, Vince Anderson, number 51. Brooks Rivard, number 53, and Connor Bamman, number 50, make up the 2 guards and the center. We can't forget Jack Rock, number 41, who does an outstanding job lead blocking for the Wildcats out of the fullback position. And we'll get to the others after
just
this
a
play.
minute. 2nd down. Ball's on the ground. Nice. Ball's dropped down, and I like what Jonah did there. Instead of trying to pick it up and make something out of nothing, just play it safe, live for another down, and loss of a couple of yards. It'll be 3rd and 9.
The 2 bookend tackles for River Falls are Gavin Clay at left tackle. He's a senior. And at right tackle, Sam Simpson, only a sophomore for River Falls. And we can't forget the two tight ends, Cody Olson, Eli Johnson also do an outstanding job blocking for the Wildcats.
I look at the sheet. Sophomore Simpson, 6'3", 255, just pushing bodies around. 3rd down and 9. Now we go back to the pistol formation. 3 receivers out up top, 1 down low. Range loses the ball again, picks it up. He's in big trouble, throws it away. That's going to be incomplete pass. Second play in a row, a little bit of trouble hanging on to the football. Lucky just gets that. The ball falls down to planet Earth, and it's incomplete. It'll be 4th and 9, punt time for the Wildcats.
Snap looked pretty good from here from what I could tell, Kevin. I imagine the football is a bit wet tonight. Given the heat and humidity that we're dealing with. We saw that happen a few times last week in Holman, and Tigers hold.
They hold. Both defenses come out pretty hot. Wildcats do get 1 first down, but it's punt time now.
Jonas Severson, the Wildcat punter, again this season.
Back deep. Is that Abram Munson back there? Is it number 8? Is it 6? High. Kick called, fair catch called for. Caught in the 12. That's one heck of a punt. That was Abram Munson. One heck of a punt by Severson. About, you see, 40-yard punt. Nice punt by Jonah.
Munson, you'll see him a lot on defense tonight. He leads the Tigers in tackles with 15, and he also has an interception this season.
All right, second possession for New Richmond. Both defenses coming out flexing their muscle thus far tonight.
We got a 4-receiver look right now, Kevin, and I'm certain we haven't seen that this season.
Wildcats backing up. Everybody's pointing. Hitty. He's going to hand it off. They try to spread it out, but that defense is just way too much. 58. There he is. How about some Lincoln McCarty to get up in the hole right there, wrap some of those tree trunks around the runner, and a loss of yardage on the play, loss of 1, 2nd down and 11. No huddle again.
Lincoln McCarty and Lucas Johnson both in on the tackle. You're going to hear those 2 names
a lot.
Much more often tonight.
Hitty, pistol, formation, man in motion. Fake jet sweep, run it up the middle, bounces it to the outside. Does Miles Burke, but there's a host of Wildcats there again. Johnson in on the tackle. Preston Johnson.
Puts them in a 3rd and manageable position here for the Tigers.
3rd and 4. Watch for the quick stop route here. Coverage is kind of loose here, Jeff. They need 4. They're playing 7, 8 yards off. Let's see. I'd sit this thing down and just get the first down if I was near Richmond. Let's see. Hitty. He wants the football. He's back looking. There it is. There's that. Almost picked off. Oh, nice job right there by 24. Anthony McPherson almost had himself a pick 6.
McPherson almost looked like he was in their huddle, Kevin. He did a great job jumping the route, and if he would have caught that, that would have been 6 points for the Cats.
Sitting back on purpose, letting him throw that, and then just jumping that route.
Beautiful job by Anthony. He's moved into the starting safety position over the last week or so as Jacob Rangenau exclusively playing offense at quarterback.
Wildcats looking like they're going to have pretty good field position here. Who do you have back deep for River Falls?
I assume that's Amundsen, but we'll see here.
Low kick, spiraling kick, and that one checks up like a nice little 4-iron. Doesn't go anywhere, and the Wildcats are going to set up shop 1st and 10 in New Richmond territory on the 48-yard line.
It's been a field position game so far, and I would give the advantage, obviously, at this point to the Wildcats as they have their 2nd possession where they'll have the ball inside the Tigers' territory.
M&H driving to KC this weekend on I-35, but they got the game on in the car. I like that.
Love it.
David Bell, he likes the defense.
Good crowd already tuning in.
Yeah, real good. Welcome aboard New Richmond High School. Beautiful night for Big Rivers Conference football. Why don't we give that to Severson up the middle, pushes the pile forward. That's a tough yard. 2nd and 9.
That's a similar formation to they ran a few plays ago where they ran that little flat pass to Eli Johnson. This time they chose to hand the ball off to Severson for a little bit of a gain, but I'm sure the Wildcats will come back to that as Eli has a huge size advantage over the player who's covering him.
A.S. Munson.
6'6" versus 5'9".
He's going there right now. Stop route. Eli Johnson with another nice catch. Nice pass, nice catch. Gain of 6. Good coverage, but a better pass and a better catch.
Yeah, really good coverage. Monson gives up probably, give or take, 70 pounds to Eli Johnson, but was able to hold on to his legs and bring him down. So it puts the Wildcats in a
Third
third
and manageable. Third and a long 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's 4. 3rd and 4. Possible 4-down territory here as we near the 40. Wildcats make their way to the line of scrimmage.
double tight end look here.
Double tight end, I formation, range under center. Ball's on the ground again, 3rd time tonight. And this time the Richmond says they have it, and they do. 3rd time tonight we've had some exchange issues, and that one the Wildcats lose. And Richmond will get the ball back on their own 43-yard line.
Yeah, that time the Wildcats went to their jumbo package with the 2 tight ends, Johnson and Olsen, in the game, along with Landon Zepsik, who was playing in the slot, and they just couldn't execute the snap and handoff.
Got to clean it up, Coach. Got to clean it up. 1st and 10, New Richmond. See if they go right up top here after they get that turnover. Man in motion. Going to keep it. Trying to get to the near side, getting chased down from behind. And nice job right there by Reese Hitty. Gains about 7.
Charlie Lesh and Andrew Amundsen on the play.
Boy, there was heavy pursuit, but Hitty's pretty quick. Gain is probably 6. Let's call it 2nd and 4. Sun setting here now on New Richmond High School. New Richmond Tiger Stadium. 2 receivers up top, 1 down low, tight end tucked in there. Hitty wants the football. Going to hand it off up the middle to Burke. And Burke pushes ahead, and the first down of the game for New Richmond with 4:44 to go here in quarter 1.
Lucas Johnson again with the tackle for the Wildcats, but good strong run. And a first down for the Tigers, and they're back in the no huddle.
Into River Falls territory. Boy, they got passing formation. They got 4 receivers out, 3 up top, 1 down low. Hitty, he's flanked by his running back. Hitty's going to roll out, play action, looking down the field. Got a man in the flat. That's caught by catcher Langness. 11-yard gain. Nice pass, nice catch. Hitty to Langness for 11.
Langness kind of their big play receiver this year. He has 4 receptions for 103 yards and a touchdown. Did a nice job there. Getting the first down for the Tigers, Charlie Lesh with the tackle.
Richmond back-to-back first downs. Hitty wants the football. He's got it. A little quick out pass again. Same guy breaks the tackle and lunges ahead for 7. Good strong run there by Langness. He catches it basically on the line of scrimmage. That was all Langness for 7.
He was. He's a good strong kid. He's their big play receiver so far this season, averaging 25 yards a reception for New Richmond.
2nd and 4. Hitty reading his wrist. They go no huddle once again. Hurry up offense, trying to get some plays. Play action, looking down the field, over the middle. Picked off! Johnson with the interception, playing center field. Preston Johnson's 2nd interception of the season. That's a big one right there, Jeff.
It was. Tigers were driving for sure. Johnson, again, sat on the route right there, and not the best pass. I'm sure Hitty would like that one back, but big play for the Wildcats, and it's been a game of turnovers.
Let's watch it again right here. Hitty just goes over the middle. Johnson playing center field. Really nice interception there. Good hands, and reels it in. Hey, it's fun to have replay back again.
Yeah.
Thanks, Braden.
Good job, Braden.
Good look at that. Nice camera work. Rob Derry.
It's been a game of turnovers.
Right there, a couple of them. That one goes the Wildcat way. They're a little deeper in their territory now. Somebody find the clap emoji after that nice pick. And now we've got an offsides call, I believe, a little eager by the New Richmond Tigers. It'll be 1st and 5 for River Falls. And the playbook opens for the Wildcat offensive coaching coordinators at a 1st and 5.
Encroachment on the Tigers, 5-yard penalty.
Well, we'll see if that changes the original play call that the coaches put in. Would not be surprised if they put it up here. Be a good down to do that, 1st and 5.
And that their PA is not loud at all here in the booth.
No.
You can barely hear it. That yard, they gave him 4 on that. Running up the middle, breaks a tackle, moves forward. Jonas Severson still on his feet. The tornado. People flying off him like 2x4s and trees, and he's running through there. and another 8 yards for Jonah Severson.
Yeah,
Tough.
The good thing about that play, Jonah has received a lot of contact at the line of scrimmage so far tonight, but that one he was able to get a little bit into the Tigers secondary, and he was off to the races.
Wow.
First down, Cats.
Really one tackle away from maybe going the distance on that. Boy, that was tough. 1st and 10. Man in motion. Pitch it out to Severson again, looking for the far side. Slips down and gains maybe a half a yard. We're going to call it 2nd and 9. Just slipped down there, Jeff.
He did. I think he had a chance for maybe about a 5 or 6 yard run if he would have got to the edge, but slippery field tonight in addition to a slippery football.
Yeah, a lot of slippage. It's hot. Hot night. 2nd and 9. Wildcats make their way to the line. Both these teams kind of feeling each other out early. Like a good first-round fight. Little jab here, jab there. Inside receiver screen. Amundson's got it. He slips and then taken down by Bjorn Bonneman for New Richmond.
Yeah, he's also their kicker. Really good defense that time by the Tigers. They had a design screen pass to Amundsen. Novak was out there blocking, but he had to block about 4 Tigers, and that just did not work out.
Chill Silver asks, how many sacks does McCarty have already? I just got here. Not yet, but he's been in on a couple big tackles. If you want to see some good defense, you've tuned into the right station tonight. 3rd and 10. Wildcats having a tough time getting it going here on this set. Range, back to pass, looking down the field, steps up in the pocket. Now he's going to tuck it and go, and taken down after a 3-yard gain. Good defense there by New Richmond. He had to tuck it and go, just couldn't get through the seam. Good, pretty athletic move, but not nearly enough in the tank there. It'll be 4th and 7, punt time for River Falls.
Outstanding job by the Tigers front 7 that time, getting some good penetration into the backfield, and Jacob really had nowhere to go.
Fun first quarter. Both these teams just kind of feeling each other out, right? I mean, back and forth, showing some defense. Severson's got it, gets it on a hop. He's going to fake it. He's going to run to the outside. He's going to try to beat him to the edge. He won't get there. Thought he might have it for a second. It looks like he kind of ran out of gas as he got near the first down marker. And he's short, and they fake it on 4th down. I'm not sure if it's because of the bad snap or not, or if that was a planned play.
My sense is that it was because of the snap.
Yeah, and he went for it. He saw some green grass over there, but nice job by New Richmond caving that in, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, that's the guy who you want running on a fake play like that.
Right. It was just a run to the first down marker, held about 1.5 yards short. Close. Now Hitty's got the ball back in the backfield. He'll hand it off again to their big guy, Burke. He's got first down yardage, Burke for 11.
Tigers remain in the no huddle here as they move the chains.
All 50 seconds to go here in quarter 1. Hitty hands it off again. This one goes to Ethan Panic, and Panic is taken down on the far side.
Zepsik with the tackle.
By Landon Zepzik. The zipper gets him around the ankles after a 5-yard gain.
Tigers have done a very good job of running the ball tonight, Kevin. They're able to get 5-6 yards at a crack.
And I think they're just going to let it go here, and that's going to be it for Q1.
Well, if you like turnovers, you've come to the right place.
Defense and turnovers, that was the theme here in quarter 1 with 1 quarter of play in the books from the Richmond High School. It's the Richmond Tigers nothing, the River Falls Wildcats nothing. And if we can, let's go thank our sponsor, First National Bank of River Falls.
First National Bank of River Falls is a proud sponsor of River Falls High School. We've been sponsoring River Falls High School athletics for over 50 years. We're proud to support area students, student athletes, and educators within our schools. Together, we're building a better community, one child at a time.
Thank you, First National Bank of River Falls, proud sponsors of everything Wildcat Sport, right here on the River Falls Sports YouTube network.
Got a few shout-outs here while we have
please.
a couple of seconds. Polly Stafford and Sandy Worm watching the game tonight. Thanks for tuning in. Tim Hochstedler watching, along with the Boschelts.
Tune into a good one. Defensive struggle. If you like defense, that first quarter was all about that. All right, here we go. Let's start quarter 2. New Richmond in a real good spot, 2nd and 6. Wide receiver screen, read very, very well on the far side. That is Bryce Bevan sniffing that one out, Jeff.
Bryce was ready for that play. He's a seasoned veteran at this point, having played most of last season at the cornerback position, and saw that play coming and nothing doing for the Tigers.
I'm going to say 2 plays to make 7 yards here.
Clearly 4-down territory.
4-down territory, knows the ball, rests on the Wildcat 39-yard line. They need to get down to about the 27. Pistol formation, Hitty. Play action, rolling to his left, looking down the field. We've got great coverage and finds a man in the flat and hits George Schrader in the flat for a decent gain of about 7.
They're about 2 yards short, Kevin.
4th and 2 now for New Richmond. Let's see if the Wildcat defense can get stiff here. Jump on the back of Lincoln McCarty. Let's go. Get to the edge of your seats at home. 4th and 2. Big play here early in this one. Hitty looking to the sideline, trying to get a play. Wildcats, they're trying to look in the sideline, see what they're calling. There's a lot of arms flopping around. Little this, little that, shake and bake. Wildcats step up to the line. Do you dare go upstairs here? Just going to keep it on the ground. Let's see. Man in motion. Hitty, he wants the football. He's got it. He's going to roll out. Look to his right. Got a man in the flat. That's caught. First down yardage. That's their guy over there, Jeff. Catcher Langness, and there he is making another catch.
Wildcats had a decent pass rush that time. They forced Hitty to roll to his right. Did a good job setting his feet, finding his receiver for the first down.
Nice crisp routes by Langness. He gets those stop routes. He gets good timing up there with his quarterback Hitty, and they're making some passes and completions.
Seen a lot of catcher Langness tonight already.
A lot of it. Maybe. Handed off. That one goes to Hopner, who runs it up in there for 2.
Joe Hepner has 112 yards and 2 touchdowns so far this season. Thing to keep in mind, New Richmond has an outstanding kicker, Bjorn Bonneman. He's 4 for 4 on field goals this year and 7 for 8 on extra points. So we are definitely in Bonneman field goal range right now.
They gave him 1 there. It'll be 2nd and 9. First time we saw Hepner run the ball today. He's still in the football game. Twin receivers here to the near side. One up top, tight end tucked in here on the near side. Hepner flanks his quarterback, Hitty. Hitty's got it. He'll keep it. Cuts back. And taken down, but not till after about an 8-yard gain. Did you see who made that tackle there?
McCarty.
Lincoln McCarty with another tackle.
Another 3rd and short situation here for the Tigers.
3rd and short. They're in the red zone now. It's on the 12-yard line. Handed off, headed towards pay dirt, but taken down near the goal line by Zepzik. And nice run there by Burke, and New Richmond headed towards the promised land. 1st and goal from the 3.
3-yard line. That's a Tiger first down.
Hitty in. Touchdown, New Richmond. Nothing fancy there. Hitty gets in behind his big guards and bumps it up in there, and they're on the board with 6.
Nothing really fancy about the whole drive. New Richmond has had more success running the football than any other team that's played the Wildcats so far this season.
Yeah. It's probably that pass threat, right?
Yes.
That loosens up that defense, that run defense a little bit.
Exactly, because the Wildcats could afford to have 8, 9, almost 10 guys in the box in previous games, but obviously they can't do that tonight. Really puts a lot of pressure on the Wildcat defensive line and linebackers.
So
that's Bonneman.
Bonneman, their kicker. Snap's good. The hold is good. The kick is up, and it is banged through. And with 4:26 to go here till the half, it's the Richmond Tigers 7, the River Falls Wildcats nothing.
Yeah, obviously that drive started by the punt that turned out to be a run, which was basically due to the bad snap from what we could tell from up here, and gave the Tigers a short field, and they'd capitalized on it.
Oh, I just screwed that up, Braden. I just screwed up the clock.
9:26 left here.
Braden will fix that.
In the second quarter.
Leave it alone. We'll get that fixed for you. Leave my hands off of it. I was trying to get it perfect. That shouldn't do that. All right.
This is the first time the Wildcats have trailed this season, I believe.
I believe you're right. 7-0. 9:26 to go till the half. Going to be a dandy tonight. Last year we went to overtime. This Richmond team, pretty impressive. The kick is away. Nice booming kick. Fielded back on the 2. And Amundsen's going to be hit in the end zone. They're going to blow that dead as Amundsen's feet did get in the end zone. The Wildcats will set up shop 1st and 10 on their own 20.
That's a safety rule that they probably didn't have 4 or 5 years ago, but I want to try to avoid as many head-on collisions on kickoff returns as they can.
It's okay. 20-yard line, Wildcats 1st and 10. See if they can get down the field here. The New Richmond defense has been stingy, and the Wildcats have also put the ball on the carpet 3 times and lost it once.
A couple of scores in the conference. Hudson leads Chippewa Falls by a score of 7-0. And Eau Claire North leads Eau Claire Memorial in the Battle of Eau Claire 6-0.
Into the backfield is the Richmond Tigers, and you're not going to say this too often, but Jonas Severson for a loss of 1.
Johnny Snow with the tackle for the Tigers, the 5'11" 200-pound junior.
Yeah, we haven't seen that too often where they're getting in the backfield like that and got in on there quick.
When it has happened, Jonah's been able to typically break out of the tackle and get some positive yardage.
That was wrap up. He was going nowhere. Little sit route here on the near side. Nice pass, nice catch by Mason Novak. Novak's real nice route. Sits down, put her right on him. Gain of about 6. It'll be 3rd and 4.
Good pass and catch, but one thing that we've seen so far tonight is the Wildcats are getting very little yardage after the catch, and there's another example right there.
Not much yak at all. Yeah, New Richmond is doing a really good job making that first contact, and even on the run and pass, not letting Wildcats get free.
And that's the difference between Big Rivers Conference football and non-conference games, where all these looks have been scouted and scouted and scouted, and not too many surprises.
Range looking. Got a man. He's trying to hit Eli Johnson just out of his outstretched arms. That play had a lot of razzle-dazzle to it. Good misdirection. Range floats it up there for Eli Johnson and throws it about 2 yards out of his reach and falls incomplete. It'll be 4th down. Wildcats will punt.
Eli had the size advantage on Evan Matuzak, the defensive back for New Richmond, but like you said, the pass just probably about a yard or 2 overthrown.
Long. Nice route, nice play design, just couldn't execute it there.
Well, 4th and about 4.
Severson will be the punt for River Falls. That snap is better. Blocked at the line. And they're going to chase it down, and Richmond will get on it on the 8-yard line. Jonah's not happy at all. He's like, come on, guys, you got to block. Look at Jonah all jacked up on a case of Mountain Dew over there. Someone's going to have some words to say on the sidelines. Wildcats not happy. Nice block there by Richmond.
Yeah, obviously some missed assignments there by the Wildcat punt unit.
They got in there quick, didn't they?
They did. He had 3 players that were
all over him,
that were shielding Jonah, and somehow the Tigers got through and couldn't ask for better field position here.
1st and goal for New Richmond. Looking to go up by a couple scores here relatively early. Hitty working with Burke. Now he's on the right side. Hitty's got it, gives it to Burke. Burke tries to get the edge. He's got the edge. It's a foot race now. And nice tackle out there by Ben O'Malley for River Falls.
Yeah, Ben saved a touchdown right there. I think he was their last line of defense for River Falls. Second and about 6.
Oh, they can goal. I think it's to goal to goal.
It is.
It is goal. So on the 6. Boy, a stop here would be huge. That'd be the understatement of the night. New Richmond and Hitty is going to have something to say about that. Hitty is going to keep it. And nice tackle in the backfield. That's going to go for a loss.
That's Ben O'Malley again, number 42.
Along with Lincoln McCarty on mop-up duty. Give him half a tackle.
We called Ben's name a lot during week 1 against Wisconsin Rapids, and he's come to play again tonight with 2 big tackles on this huge situation for the Wildcat defense.
3rd and 8. Your defensive backs here got to get tight, looking for that little corner fade route here, huh, Jeff?
Langness seems to be the guy that Hitty likes to go for. We'll see what he does here.
They got a tall, lanky receiver, Nick Salmon, here on the near side. He's 6'4". Maybe go to him. Watch Salmon, number 11, here on the near side in the orange shirt. Now we got a timeout on the field. Timeout in the Richmond Tigers.
Well, I know it's early, but this is a pretty big play for the middle of the second quarter. Like we mentioned earlier, if they don't convert this 3rd down situation here, the Tigers do have a very, very good field goal kicker in Bjorn Bonneman, who has not missed in 4 attempts this year.
Here we are up in the booth. Give a little bit of a wave. Nice crowd here on the near side. Yeah, we haven't had a lot of chance to thank our sponsors tonight. Jen Rivard with State Farm Insurance. She's sponsoring for the Sunshine Fund, along with Black Wolf Exteriors for the Sunshine Fund. First National Bank of River Falls. The Garage Gridiron Grinder Award coming up today. We got the award here up in the booth. And no one on the list yet, Jeff.
No, not yet. Long game to go, though.
Riverland Laser, who puts their engraving on those as well. Here we go, back to the game. 3rd and 7.5. 3rd and goal. Hitty alone in the backfield. All receivers out. Hitty, there's that fade route to the corner of the end zone. I'm going to say I called that one.
You did.
And that goes to the tall Nick Salmon here on the near side. Great pass, great catch. They give it to the 6'4" senior. And he had the height advantage, went up and got that and reels it in. And Richmond goes up 13-0.
Yeah, that's what's called making really good use out of your timeouts, Kevin. Salmon with an 8-inch height advantage over Amundsen, and they just kind of threw it up to him. And
I can see that setting up here, a single coverage, and they're like, oh, let's go right there. Let's give that a shot, and it worked out. All right, here we go. Point after attempt. Bennerman. And that's partially blocked. And that, hey, watch your bingo card there. A missed blocked extra point. 13-0 now, and with 6:16 to go till the half. The block punt, the touchdown, and now a blocked extra point, and they convert, and they get points after a couple big defensive plays.
Exactly. That was an 8-yard scoring drive by that time by the Tigers offense, and Wildcats have given them a few short fields today with turnovers, and New Richmond's done a good job capitalizing.
Whew.
Well,
this is different than the first 2 games. How about
that?
It
is. We'll see what the Wildcats are made out of here. You could certainly say, I know there's a lot of ball game left, but their backs are a bit against the wall right here. And
yeah. There's the Garage Bikes and Brews. Again, we don't have anybody in the grinder list yet tonight. A lot of game left.
Keep in mind the Wildcats do get the ball to start the second half, so if they can execute a scoring drive right here, that would get them right back in the game.
They're going to have to put something together here. 6:16 to go, plenty of time. Other kick is away, right down the middle. Fielded on the far side at the 6-yard line, moves it up the middle. Hit and taken out to the 24. Nice return, though.
Charlie Lesh with the return.
Charlie Lesh, who takes it back out to about the 23-yard line. Well, we'll see what you got up your sleeve here, Jeff. I mean, running game hasn't really been able to get loose yet tonight. And let's see what they got up their sleeve here.
And we thought that very well may be the case, given the toughness up front by the Tigers defense and by the fact that they're certainly not afraid of the Wildcats.
Not at all. 1st and 10. Give it to Severson up the middle, works hard, pushes forward for 4. Nothing fancy again there. Just give it to Severson. He was low to the ground there, pumping his legs. Tough 4 yards, 2nd and 6.
That time Severson following Vince Anderson and Connor Bamman right up the middle. Now in the past 2 games, those have been 9, 10-yard runs, and today it's about a 3 or 4 yard run.
I heard the student section yelling overrated at the Wildcats last week. That was what flipped the switch for them.
It was the first overrated chant in my life I've heard when the team was trailing.
Severson again has it. Looks like the ball almost came free again and just reels it in. That broke up the whole momentum of that play. Gain of 1, 3rd, and a long 5.
It really threw the timing off for sure. Jacob had a hard time executing the handoff to Jonah, and no gain.
Maybe handoff, maybe a little high, hit him in the shoulder pads. I don't know, but it popped out of there and he reeled it in.
Probably fortunate we didn't see another fumble there.
Yeah, real fortunate. 3rd down and a long 5. Let's just call it 5 straight up. 3 receivers coming out here to the near side. Amundsen, Olsen, and Eli Johnson. Now we have a timeout, New Richmond.
Now that's a formation we haven't seen all year either. Three receivers down low and 2 up high, so I'm certain we haven't seen a 5-receiver look all season.
No, and I think New Richmond thought the same thing, and they took a timeout on that and tried to regroup and get the right defense in against that formation that they probably haven't prepared for potentially. Yeah, the River Falls Wildcats offensive coordinators last year, too, just called an outstanding season, and thus far this season have been great as well, and they got a big bag of tricks.
Yeah, and they'll have to dig into them, I think. I think tonight as they trail 13-0.
Yeah, we didn't have those stats, so I was not yet. I didn't see anything from Glovitz.
I haven't either. There probably aren't a lot of stats other than turnovers.
No. Yeah, you're going to have to come up with a big play here and try to slow down this Richmond team because all the momentum is their way right now. Big 3rd down play back on their own 29-yard line. They need to get out to the 34 for a 1st down.
Three receiver look this time.
3 receiver, 2 down low, 1 up top, range, little cross route, and threw it just wide of the receiver. That was intended for Mason Novak. Threw it to the back shoulder. Novak kind of turned inside. That throw was more to the sideline.
We have a flag on the play.
Flag on the play. Let's sort this out. What do we got? Let's see. The offense is staying on the field. What do we have here?
And the Tigers' defense is already backed up, so.
It's an automatic 1st down play. It must have been a hold, huh? Official timeout. It looks like now they got 4th down on the mark.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Tigers.
Wow, that's a huge play. They had all the momentum. They made a stop, and then they got an unsportsmanlike conduct, which is going to give River Falls an automatic 1st down, 15 yards in that fresh set of downs, and they keep the football. That's big.
Hard to tell exactly what happened there, Kevin.
I didn't see it.
What I did see is immediately after the incompletion, Mason Novak started clapping, so perhaps it was some sort of a taunting type play.
And they've really tightened down on that. I was watching that Minnesota-Nebraska game last night, and one of the Nebraska players gave the discount double check, and he got a penalty for that. He double-checked the guy after a nice defensive play on the sidelines. He threw him 15-yarder. Play action, looking down the middle, going for it all, and picked off. Intercepted by Abram Munson. They had 2 receivers and 1 orange shirt, and the orange shirt came up with it. Almost like the River Falls Wildcats weren't sure who was going to go up for it. Monson said, if neither of you are going to go up for it, I'm going to get it.
Well, the thing I wonder is if somebody ran the wrong route there, Kevin, because those 2 receivers were awfully close to each other. You typically don't see that on a passing play like that.
You had 1 orange shirt covering 2.
We had the numbers, but it was a really good play by Munson.
Just threw the post route down the middle, but yeah, 2 Wildcat white shirts right there, and then Munson goes up and gets it.
Another turnover.
1st and 10.
I've lost count.
That's 2. You put the ball on the ground a couple times, and a block punt, Jeff. 2 turnovers and a block punt. Hand up the middle, puts his foot in the dirt, and then scampers forward for close to 10 yards, 9.5. Nice run there by Miles Burke. Yeah, he was headed right into the line. He got his foot in the ground and then pivoted out of there and went ahead for 9.5. Hand it off again, up the middle. Banging shoulder pads. That's going to be 3 yards, enough for a first down, and Richmond's going to move the chains. And they do have the Wildcats back on their heels right now.
They really do, and mostly it's through the run. They've done a good job of their offensive line, obviously pushing the Wildcat defensive line back, and they're gaining 5, 6, 7 yards a pop.
Right. Pretty impressive. 1st and 10. Just a low throw. That was headed to catcher Langness, and just a low throw. Langness catches it on a hop, and incomplete, 2nd and 10.
Stops the clock at 3:43 left. If the Wildcats can
hold here
and hopefully put together a score, then they're right back in the game.
2 receivers here to the near side, 1 up top. Pistol formation. Hitty wants the rock. He's got it. Hand it off. Up the middle. Gain of 5 on the play. That again goes to Miles Burke. So New Richmond right now looks like the Wildcats looked the first 2 games. Every run is 5.
Yep, they do. They're definitely playing hard. Their line's getting some good push, like we discussed earlier, and now they're in a run or pass situation, I would think, right here at 3rd and 5.
3rd down and 5.
4 receiver look again.
2 up top. Twins down and low here. Could be that old screen situation or wide receiver screen with a blocking situation. They're looking at it. Now they're going to come here to the near side, and nice pass, nice catch. Look at the kid go down the sideline. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, New Richmond. Catcher Langness for 60 yards. Wow. 60-yard catcher Langness. That was a great pass. That was a great catch, and then good hustle by Langness.
And I'd say a really good block by the Tigers receiver that sprung Langness for the touchdown. Nobody back at all.
Wildcats getting popped right in the kisser tonight. Boom. Benneman in to try to bang it through. Last time it was blocked. The kick is up. That one is going to be wide. Oh, it does sneak through on the right side. So Benneman gets that through, and with 2:46 to go, your scoreboard is correct. 20-0, New Richmond. Wow. Didn't see it coming.
Yeah, just last play, just a little bit of a bubble screen to Langness that time, and The two Wildcat defenders were one-on-one. The other Tigers receiver did a good job blocking and sprung Langness for the touchdown. So
not many incompletions by Hitty in that first half.
No, he's
just
had
a couple.
just the one interception.
And then the short little pass over here. Other than that, he's been pretty good.
Yep.
Wow. 2:46 to go till the half. Wildcats got their work cut out for them now. If you're reading body language like I am, there's a lot of kind of shoulders humped in right now by the Wildcats. They're going to have to get them back and get on the back on the balls of their feet.
A little shell-shocked, I think.
Yeah. Kick is away. This one is fielded by Amundsen. Runs it up in there and hits some orange shirts. A nice return and runs hard there. Runs it out to the 33. The Wildcats have 2:39 on the clock to try to do something yet here in half number one.
We've seen a lot of strange and surprising outcomes in high school football this season so far in Wisconsin. You know, just looking throughout the state, Catholic Memorial, who's typically in the state championship, they got off to an 0-2 start. Onalaska, who was ranked number 1 in Division III, they started off the season 0-2. So we've seen a lot of games like this where teams not necessarily favored were laying the smackdown to some highly regarded teams.
Yeah. Range screen pass. We got Lesh in the middle. He's got some green grass in front of him. Charlie Lesh. Nice set up there, 20 yards. Range to Lesh.
Very well executed play that time by the Wildcat offense. Hopefully that gives them a little bit more juice than what they've had before, and they can finish the half strong here.
By far the best play of the half. Yeah, we got right there Lesh on the list for the Grinder Award, huh?
There you go.
First
short
play.
list right now, Kevin.
Short list. 1st and 10. Range. Back to pass again. Once you hit Charlie Lesh one more time on a little sit route here. And nice pass, nice catch by Lesh. And gain of 5 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 5. Plenty of time on the clock.
Not very often you see the Wildcats throw the ball on 2 plays in a row, but that's what we just saw that time. Both of them to Charlie Lesh, the junior.
You're going to have to loosen up this run defense somehow. Maybe they found something there and go to Lesh twice. 2 positive yards. Trip receivers here on this near short side of the field. Lesh flanks his quarterback. Back to pass. Now scrambling to his left. Looking, rolling.
He's got Amundsen wide open. He just couldn't set his feet.
And nice 4-yard run, though, by Jacob Range. He had him, just couldn't set his feet to get it downfield.
Yeah, Amundsen was about 10 yards behind the nearest defender, and unfortunately Jacob was going to his left, which makes it awfully difficult to set his feet and throw the ball effectively downfield.
Would have had to give that the old Brett Favre flick for 40 yards on that.
That's a little tough. Big ask out of a high school kid.
Pretty big ask, just saying. 3rd and 2. Timeout on the field. I'm not saying this is a must-score situation, but you're going to need it.
Yes, you are.
Wildcat student section showing up tonight, isn't it? No, that was the New Richmond student section showing up tonight.
They look a little happier.
They looked happier. There was a lot of smiles on them. What are you so happy about? So 3rd and 2. I'm guessing you've got to be in 4-down territory, down by 20. Though you don't want to, necessarily set them up for a potential another score either.
No, they need some points here, Kevin, to at least get a little bit of momentum as we head into the second half. Like we said, they do get the ball to start half 2.
Handoff, Severson, working hard. I think he got it with the second effort. I'm watching the judge on the line judge on the near side. He's going to be really close.
The near side has a little bit more advantageous than the far side.
And then it was intercepted in the middle. It's going to be just short.
They went with the far side guy, unfortunately.
They did. It's going to be 4th and 2 feet. 4th and 2 feet. 4th and a yard. Here we go. 4th and a yard. Wildcats get to the line quickly. Range under center. Pitch it to Jonah. Got the edge. He's got just first down yardage and falls forward. And the Wildcats, with $1:08 to go here till half, move the chains and give themselves a shot to get themselves on the board here before halftime.
Boy, nothing easy tonight, Kevin, is it?
Woo!
Wildcats pick up a first down.
Nothing at all.
Even that play was in doubt.
It's been a powerful play all season. Range back to pass, looking, screen again. Give it to Severson. Rumbling, stumbling on the far side for 8. That screen pass has been run twice and it's worked great both times.
It's worked once to Charlie a few plays ago, and there to Jonah. That seems to be, so far, the Wildcats' most effective offensive play.
You know, I know these offensive coordinators are so good, right? You got to find a way to slow down that aggressive pressure. That screen pass might do that. 51.4 seconds to go, 2nd and 3. Nose of the ball rests on the 27-yard line. We're headed towards the Sunshine Fun red zone. Not there yet. Range rolling out to his right, being chased down. He's being heavy pressure, sacked in the backfield by Evan Matusak, who runs down Jacob Range. The kid's got some wheels.
He sure does. Well, the Tigers' defense has thrown a bunch of different looks at the Wildcat offense so far. That time it was a corner blitz from the right side of the defense, and Matusak just did a good job of hunting down and sacking Range.
Just ran him down. And we will have Wildcat trivia at halftime. That'll be brought to you by Tarnation Tavern. Playing for one of those Charlie Cat chicken sandwiches. I haven't eaten dinner. That looks pretty good. Someone could deliver one of those up to the booth here in New Richmond. I'd eat one of those right now.
Yeah, we could use 4 of them.
We could use 4 of those right now. So that'll be coming up at halftime, a little Wildcat trivia. We'll talk through Sunshine Fund. We got a Family of the Week who needs your help this week. We'll be bringing you that at halftime as well. I want to thank our sponsors, The Garage, Bikes and Brews, sponsors of the coveted Garage Gridiron Grinder Award. Have a pretty short list tonight, but we're bringing you that at the end of the game. Also, Riverland Laser, who puts the engraving on those. I want to thank them for stepping up and doing that.
Clearly 2-down territory right here
I think so.
for the Wildcats.
Now we're going to get those 3 receivers to the wide side of the field now.
I think it's time to throw it up to Eli, Kevin.
I think you got to get it to number 4. I'm sure they're keying on him as well. He's a big unit.
He's got size on anybody that's trying to cover him, and speed too.
3rd and 11. Range now working his offensive line a little bit. Now he's talking to Jonas Severson in the backfield. Trying to change the play. Still no indication by the back judge about play clock time here.
Well, the referee hasn't even gotten away from the ball yet.
Oh, there it is. Okay, it still hasn't wound the clock. Thank you. I didn't see him tucked up in there.
Must be a commercial.
Yeah, commercial timeout. Yeah. If we only would have known. If we only would have known. Sure feels like it, doesn't it?
It does. Not sure what's going on.
Yeah, they got to let us. We got to get in on those. There we go. It might have been.
All right,
here we go. 3rd and 11. Now we're in play. Range back to pass.
Nope.
And that's over the head of Amundsen. If he catches that, that's not going anywhere.
That's not going anywhere. In fact, it's probably good he didn't catch it because that would have been a loss, I believe.
4th and 11 now with 42 seconds to go. I think the Wildcats go for it here.
They have to. They have to right here. Well, the problem with throwing the ball deep is that Jacob just does not have a lot of time to throw the football tonight.
And when he did have time and did have guys open, he was on the run and he couldn't get his feet set.
Right.
Couldn't get his feet set to get it down. 4th and 11. A long one. Range back to pass. He might as well go for it now. And tipped and by a couple players and then over the head of Amundsen. That falls incomplete. And Richmond's going to have 37 seconds on the clock. Try to put some more points on the board. I don't think they're going to take a knee here. I think they're going to go for it with the nose of the ball resting on the 36.
I would. I mean, why not go for that first half dagger here?
Right.
If they can, so we'll see.
And we say that, and they're
going to take a knee.
We say that, and they're just going to go. We're going to go into the locker room up 20-0, and there it is. They take the knee. It's going to run down, and I think the New Richmond Tigers are very happy to go into the locker room up 20-0 over the number 4 ranked River Falls Wildcats here in Richmond, Wisconsin.
A shocker here from Tiger Stadium. Not necessarily surprising that the Tigers have put some points on the board because they are definitely a high-scoring football team, but probably what's more surprising is that their defense has just been stifling.
Man, we have got nothing going.
Nothing.
The screen passes work, couple of those, but that's really been about it.
Wildcats certainly have been their worst enemy tonight, too. They've turned the ball over on multiple occasions and had a punt blocked. Lots of negative things have happened.
Lots. All right, so what do you want to do first? Do you want to do? Let's do Wildcat trivia first. Then we'll go to the Sunshine Fund. How about that?
Sounds good.
So, Wildcat trivia tonight, brought to you by the Tarnation Tavern, located on the corner of Maple and Main. Fred Barn down there is kind enough to let us play for one of those Charlie Cat chicken sandwiches. They have about 10 flavors and different levels of spiciness. They're delicious. And tonight we're going to play for the Charlie Cat chicken sandwich. Kind of a layup tonight compared to last week, which was a pretty involved question. Ariel Vestres was on some PTO vacationing, so I just whipped this together quickly on my ride over. How about that?
I'm sure it'll be a good one.
If you want to win tonight, you can either text Jeff or I or get up in the chat section. We are the final arbiters of the winner. So last season, these two teams met in River Falls. The game was 19-19, and we went to overtime. New Richmond possessed the ball first, and they had the ball down to the 3 with a 4th and goal. They went for it. River Falls stuffed them on a 4th and 3. River Falls got the ball. First play in overtime, River Falls pitched the ball out to a player who ran it in from the 25-yard line to win the game. Who was that player last year who ran that ball in overtime to beat New Richmond 25-19? Who was that player who ran that overtime run in? That's the question. Who was it that ran that in last year? I think that's fairly easy. Anybody remembers that game? Fairly easy. Jonas Severson, no.
Gavin Cole,
No. Wyatt Bell. There we go.
There it is.
The Yankees.
Colleen Yankee.
Wyatt Bell, the dinger, ran that in. He was hit on about the 10 and about the 5 and about the 2, and he willed his way into the end zone, and the Wildcats got out of there with a 25-19 overtime win. So Colleen Yankee, I'll let Fred Barr know, and you can go down there, and they'll have your name there behind the cash register and tell them you're the winner of Wildcat Trivia in Week 3, and you get yourself one of those Charlie Cat chicken sandwiches.
Congrats, Colleen.
There we go. So now we're going to go to the Sunshine Fund. This is brought to you by Miss Jen Rivard of State Farm Insurance and Joe Karras with Black Wolf Exteriors. And we do have another family this week. Jeff, we have a read. Go ahead.
All right. A local businessman, husband, and father right here in River Falls was diagnosed with head and neck cancer in November of 2020. At that time, he was able to continue working at his business and serving his clients while simultaneously undergoing traditional and naturopathic treatments. In March of this year, with the side effects of his treatment, he was no longer able to operate the business that he and his wife own. Like many small businesses, his wife worked with him side by side. At this point, the family has no income, and because of his health condition and his need to focus on his health, the business is not operating. He has undergone multiple surgeries, including a tracheotomy and a 23-day hospital stay. He's continued to have treatments, which doctors say are having a positive response.
Well, that's good.
The family could really use some support. He and his wife have 2 kids at St. Bridget. No gift is too small. If you'd like to support this family, please go to the rfsunshinefund.org website and click the donate button. Or
we can go QR. Get your phone up to your computer or TV right now.
Exactly. Scan that QR code that's on your screen Your donations will go directly to the family to help them at this very difficult time. Please be sure to mention family number 432. That's 432. Again, either go to rfsunshinefund.org and click the donate button, or better yet, scan the QR code that's right on your screen right now, and your donations will go directly to the family. Family number 432.
They could use your help, and this is all headed up by local students for local families in our local school district. No better cause run by our local kids and some adult chaperones. So shoot the lock off the wallet and help the family.
Exactly. Thanks for the great job that you do, River Falls Sunshine Fund. It's a organization that's been around for probably less than 10 years, I think, and they've just done a fantastic job supporting our community, student and community-led.
See, we have some stats at halftime, so we can go to Globbett's moving. Again, they're not yelling boo, they're yelling move.
Not sure I really want to look at these.
Yeah, not much. See what you can see.
Jonas Severson, 48 yards rushing unofficially.
Yep.
On 12 carries. So obviously the Tiger defense has done a fantastic job limiting him to any big carries. Jacob Range, 1 carry for 3 yards. Receiving, Eli Johnson with a couple of catches, 1 for 7, 1 for 6 yards. Mason Novak with a 6-yard reception. Charlie Lesh with a couple of receptions as well.
Preston Johnson with an interception as well.
That too. So just been a rough overall half for sure.
Yeah, tough one to put the stats together there.
We got some defensive stats here. Let's see, on tackles, Ben O'Malley, 2 tackles and an assist. One of those tackles was for a loss. Preston Johnson with 1 tackle, 1 assist. Charlie Lesh, 2 tackles, 1 assist. Andrew Amundsen had an assist. McPherson broke up a pass. Lincoln McCarty, 1 solo tackle, 1 assist, which was for a loss. Landon Zepsic, 2 tackles and an assist, and same for Lucas Johnson, 2 tackles, 1 assist, and one of those was for a loss.
Thank you, James Globitz. Globitz and Sons Moving. Give them a call. They'll move anything for you. Just give them a call. Also want to thank Chris Larson for playing Wildcat Trivia, Tori Prigge. Just a little tardy, that's all. The Yankees out in front there tonight.
Well,
what do you got? You think anything else good, Jeff?
I got nothing good. But I guess the good thing is
we get the ball in the second
we get
half.
The ball to start the second half. Like
character game now, right?
For sure, character game. We'll see what kind of fight the Wildcats have on both sides of the ball here. Obviously, some key turnovers. We had 1 8-yard drive, like we mentioned earlier. We had a long pass at the end. Very good screen, but the Wildcat offense has really been bottled up. They've had a hard time putting any sort of a drive together, and they're going to need to start the second half.
Yeah. Yeah, they're going to have to find a way. I mean, you're down by 3 scores. It's not impossible.
No.
But you're going to have a whole different effort here in half number 2.
They are. Hopefully a scoring drive to start the second half will at least give them a little bit of momentum and get some juice back into the Wildcat offense, defense, and their bench, too. It's been rough.
Yeah, real rough. We have a pretty short list for our Garage Gridiron Grinder tonight. Like, not much of a list at all.
Not much. I'm not even sure who I'd recommend at this point.
No.
Hopefully somebody surfaces here in the second half.
Right.
We got some other scores here, Braden. We're still halftime, Hudson 7, Chippewa Falls nothing. We'll see those Raiders right here next week. Or not right here, but we'll see them right here on the River Falls Sports YouTube network.
We'll be home.
We'll be back home after 2 weeks on the road. the battle for the jug. Eau Claire North 14, Eau Claire Memorial nothing. Bit of a surprise from Carson Park. What's the other game? I assume it's Menominee and Superior. See if we can get that one. Yeah, one thing I think would be a good thing to, if we were looking for something positive to talk about, Mr. Derry might want to jump in on this. That volleyball game last night from the Cats Den.
Wow, what a game.
Was one of the most entertaining and, I got to admit, surprising outcome of volleyball games that I think I've ever seen, especially after the way it started.
Right.
Similar to this game.
Right. So I saw you dropped the gear off after the freshman game, and we were both like, I don't know, this is going to be tough. It was like halfway through the second game. So I watched that second game, and they were down 2-0. I went and then started watching the Nebraska-Minnesota game until about halftime, and I came back after halftime, and I see it's 2-1, and we were up in game 4. So I'm tuned in, and we win game 4. It's even. We go to game 5, and we end up winning that thing in Chippewa Falls.
Yeah.
3 straight sets after being down 2-0 to a very good Chippewa Falls team. In the first 2 sets, 25-11, 25-13 or something like that.
Something like that, yeah. And Chippewa Falls, they were in the state tournament last year. They beat River Falls in the sectional final, and probably one of the more entertaining volleyball games I've ever seen too. And they brought just about everybody back to that team. Wildcats with a very young team this year. They had several freshmen and sophomores out in the court during key parts of the game. And
how about the Pankinen?
The Pankinen, that's what I was just going to say. That was something. It's the first time I've ever seen her play volleyball. I know Rob was talking about her earlier, and she's something else. It's been quite a long time since we've seen a freshman with that much poise since Emily Bannett. In a high stakes, big volleyball game, especially that early in the year where that's her first conference game she's ever played in,
and
the crowd
absolutely laying the lumber.
Exactly.
My gosh,
incredible poise, and certainly wasn't afraid and kept her composure throughout some very difficult parts of the match.
And if you're on the River Falls Sports YouTube junkie, which I'm sure you are, right here in the River Falls Sports YouTube network, go back and watch that one. And if you don't want to do that, watch the next one coming up, because they're entertaining and a real treat as well. Sophie Langlois found herself behind her microphone. I don't know where they dug her out of, but I thought someone like a Big Ten announcer kind of came in there or something. She's good.
I thought about giving her a call and letting her do the football game tonight, because
I'm
sure she could probably do that as well.
I'm like, she set the bar pretty high, Jeff.
Yeah, I wasn't sure who it was until my bride told me, but
no, she was really good. She knew the sport. She had great sense of humor, great timing. She was really good. So if you're even if you're not a Wildcat volleyball fan, tune in. Sophie Langlois, worth your price of admission on that.
Sophie does a really good job for our community too. She's certainly with her camera and video work that she's done before as well. So
I texted Greg during the middle of that match. I said, sign her to a 10-year contract immediately.
Exactly. Outstanding. Greg don't want to leave out Greg. He did an okay job too, I think.
Real nice job.
Yeah.
Real nice job.
Yep.
And Kit Lutke's son on the court with the camera last night. Nice job by him. So nice job, Mr. Lutke.
New added feature for those volleyball games,
it was nice.
That on-court camera. I don't know if you're going
to
bust that out for any other
I think
games
they're gonna,
down the road.
I think so.
Basketball maybe.
Yeah, we will. We will.
Okay.
Especially
we can
now.
Find somebody to do it. Yeah.
If Mr. Lutke can do it again,
sure.
He had the reaction shot perfect too after the winning point. He was right there on the court. Watched the girls jump off the bench. It was really nice.
Good job by the producer, Justin Wilson, too. Don't want to leave him out. So just a real entertaining game. If you want to get out and see this team in action, again, a team of a lot of 14 and 15-year-olds, but obviously they can't drive, but they can play volleyball. Yes.
Wow, that could be a bumper sticker for this year's volleyball squad.
They'll be back at home on Tuesday night as they play another highly ranked team in the state of Wisconsin, St. Croix Falls, at home at the Cats Den.
McKenna is watching from South Dakota. Go number 34, she said. Stephen Jacquez. Superior 0, Menominee 21 at the half.
Menominee's got a good football team this year. Speaking of teams that were young last year, They're highly competitive in a lot of games, took their lumps in a few, and they brought just about everybody back.
Hey, Jeff Bjork, he never fails us with some good Wildcat history. Jeff says 100 seasons ago, the River Falls Westsiders 7, the Richmond Fighting Irish 6 in the battle of old-time rivals. 100 years ago, when River Falls was called the Westsiders and Richmond was called the Fighting Irish.
Was Jeff at that game, or was he?
Jeff, that's funny. Jeff, were you at that game?
I'm sure. I'm sure we'll hear about that.
Yeah. Thank you, Jeff Bjork.
Another shout out to my brother, Sean Johnson, watching at the Lakeside Lounge. Thanks for watching, Sean. It's supporting River Falls football.
Speaking of lakes, you got lake plans this weekend or anything?
No, we're moving Quincy into college tomorrow. He's moving into the dorms at Eau Claire, and it's going to kind of be a bittersweet moment for the Johnsons for sure.
It will be. There'll be some tears shed there.
Yeah, glad to ride home's only an hour compared to what it could have been. So
I always said, so moms, they're crying when the kid goes to kindergarten, and I'm always like, they'll be home in half a day.
Right.
You should really cry when they go to college because they ain't coming home until Thanksgiving.
Yeah, he won't be home for a while. One thing that they talk about now when you drop your kid off for college, at least in Eau Claire, is don't plan on seeing your kid for about 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Because we want them to get acclimated to dorm life and living without mom and dad. So
right. Laundry.
Yeah, but he's ready for sure.
Good.
He's ready. We're excited for him.
Good. I'm headed up to the lake. We're going to go to Eagle River for a couple nights. We got the kids and grandkids and the place condo we're staying at right on the lake. Duck Lake has a nice beach and got the boats going. So
air conditioning.
Okay. Yeah, it's going to be. We'll need it. So either if I'm not on the lake, I'll be in the air conditioning. How about that? So and I figured too, if you go north a little bit, maybe a few degrees cooler. I think it was high of like 92 instead of 100.
99 or whatever it's supposed to be.
So we'll about be up in Eagle River floating around those parts this weekend.
Yeah, we shouldn't complain. In about, I bet by the end of football season, we'll be sitting up here exactly, Rob, in our hats, gloves, long underwear, etc.
Longing for a night like tonight.
We're not that far away from that.
You're right. Hey, why don't we hit one more commercial, First National Bank of River Falls. You got one that's a minute. Play that one. Here we go. That's it. They did it to us again. There was 2 minutes on the clock. You took a minute off and almost had to cut that commercial short again. Thank you, First National Bank of River Falls. Here we are underway. Half number 2. Let's see if Coach Schurz had a nice chat with him at halftime. Running up the middle. Nice job breaking tackles. There he goes, Andrew Amundsen. Haven't said breaking tackles much tonight. Broke one there, tacked on an extra 5.
Yeah, that's because we haven't broken many.
No.
That's for sure. So hopefully they come out with a little bit of fire here, and we'll see what the Wildcat offensive staff has dialed up here to start the second half.
First and 10, Wildcats with the ball. Coach Scherzer probably had a nice chat, maybe talking loudly to his team at halftime. We'll see. Check the character check here. Check the will of this team.
We got Eli at the top of your screen, single coverage.
They're going to go to him right away. Nice pass, nice catch. Eli Johnson reaches it forward for 8 yards. Nice job there.
Let's see more of that. I was chatting with his dad at halftime here, and he's got a huge size advantage on just about anybody that covers him. And if they're going to single cover him like that, if he can break one tackle, nobody's going to catch Eli.
No. So they go to him right away. Nice, just good timing route, not bad coverage, just a better throw, better catch. Second and a long 2, we can call it 3 if you want.
Okay, now Eli is at the bottom of your screen, single covered by Abraham Monson. He has about
a foot,
9 inches on him at least.
Keeper. We haven't seen that play in the first half. They pursue it down. Good effort. Look at the kid go. Jacob Range. Thought they had him wrapped up in the backfield. Kept his knees high, legs churning. Pushes it forward for 11. Jacob Range moved the chains into the Richmond territory. There was an effort we didn't see in the first half.
It certainly was. I mean, in the first half, that would have been about a 1 or 2 yard gain. But good job spinning out of a tackle by Jacob and earning first down yardage.
A little bit of want-to on that.
Great start by the Wildcat offense here.
Really good. 2 nice plays. 3 receivers out, 2 on the bottom, 1 up top. Give it to Severson, who tries to move it up the middle. Not a lot doing there by Jonah. They clog that up. No gain. It'll be 2nd and 10. Jonah's having a tough time finding seams tonight.
He really is. We've talked all season about the Wildcat offensive line. They've done a very nice job over the first couple of games, but they are inexperienced. We have 2 sophomores out there and a junior, so probably we'll have some ups and downs as the season goes on.
Oh, yeah. 2nd and 10. Wildcats make their way to the line. Andrew Amundsen here on the near side, along with, is that Eli?
Eli's at the top of your screen.
Eli's up top.
Covered by Hepner. There he is again.
And that's just high off the hand of Eli. That was just high and hot. He was open.
He was open, and he would have had some yardage to get there, too, with Will Hepner covering him. He's only 5'9" and 174 pounds. So
you got to go back to that play.
You have to. Maybe twice.
3rd down and 10. Yeah, that was Novak, Mason Novak on the near side with Amundsen. Huddle up, take your team to the line. Jacob Range has his team to the line. They're in adversity right now. See if they come out of it. Screen pass, it's worked early. Oh, nice stick, though. They were ready for that. He's at 15, steps up.
Bjorn Bonneman, their kicker.
And he kicked something there. Stuck him right in the rib cage. Gain of a tough yard, huh? Wow.
Woo! They've been ready for every single look that the Wildcats have given them so far tonight. And
boy, they sniffed out that screen pass, and Bonneman just gave him the old what for there.
Critical 4th down play here. Last time they did split Eli out by himself, but they did shade the safety over the top.
They're going for it here, 4th and 8. And now we got him to jump, and who jumped? Wildcats.
Yep.
Now it's probably going to be
now
punt time now.
Yep.
So they jump. Wildcats do a little eager, and punt time now for River Falls.
A lot of mistakes tonight.
Yeah.
Turnovers, penalties, block punts, you name it. We've seen it all so far.
Yeah, more mistakes tonight than we've seen combined in the first 2 games, both mental and physical.
For sure.
See if they block this time. They do, but boy, they got pressure again. Gets it away. Takes a nice high bounce. And they'll stop it there on about the 18, 17 and a half yard line. Boy, almost disaster again. They were close to blocking that.
They were.
Good pressure up the middle. Their lines are good. They're pushing River Falls around a little bit tonight, both offensively and defensively. Yeah, real close.
Yeah, their offensive line doing the same exact thing that you mentioned, too. They've had a lot of 5, 6, 7, 8 yard runs so far tonight. The Tigers have.
All right, here we go into Richmond, up 20-0 with 9:15 to go in the 3rd quarter. Wildcats are going to have to dig down way deep and make something happen here.
Could use a turnover.
Yes, sir. Hitty. Pistol formation. Hands it off. Now he keeps it. Fake handoff. Hitty keeps it. Rolls to the right. They were ready for that. Loss of 2 on the play. Had me faked out. I thought they gave that to Miles Burke. They did the whole first half. They gave it to him. And if they give it to Burke there, I think he's got room.
He did. Lucas Johnson with another tackle.
Loss of 2 on the play, 2nd and 12. How about a turnover here? This time they give it to him on that play. And
Fumble!
Ball's on the ground.
Bevan
Who's got it?
Bryce Bevan with the recovery.
Bevan with a recovery.
Well,
there you go. We just called for it.
I think I said it about 2 plays ago.
Right
we
on
could really
cue.
use a turnover right
right
there.
Right on cue. We may have a look at that. Let's go watch the replay right now.
Somebody had a good strip there.
Oh, nice look there. Nice camera work, Greg Peters. And Bryce Bevan gets on that right in front of you. Big time camera work down low by Greg Peters. Thank you, Greg.
Well, time to capitalize here. Really short field. New Richmond has certainly done their part capitalizing on turnovers. Let's see if the Wildcats can do the same thing and get back in this ball game.
Boy, that's the momentum you're looking for, right? You're on the 22-yard line. You're almost in the red zone here, the Sunshine Fun red zone. You've got to punch it in here. Clap, clap, clap. Someone find a clap emoji. We've been sitting on them all night. Nothing to clap for. We got something there. Range, back to pass. Rainbow down the near side. Eli Johnson, touchdown. Dropped the ball.
Oh, they gave it to him.
Touchdown. Touchdown, Eli Johnson.
Oh, boy.
Wow, we're not coming up to the booth.
Nope, there is no booth here.
No booth review.
Oh, the Tiger booing. Fans are not happy.
Now, they are not yelling move. They are booing.
To be honest with you, I don't blame them.
Well, we're going to get a chance to look at that again, Jeff. Let's go look at it right now, quick. Let's see. Let's see what we got here.
Yeah, just a little fade to Eli. Let's see.
Ooh, they gave him a touchdown there. You guys are seeing the same thing.
All right.
We'll take the 6 if you're a Wildcat fan. Holds down, the kick is up, and it looks
that's good.
Good.
Gavin Carafell
bangs it through, and with 8:36 to go here in quarter number 3, we've got ourselves a ball game, 20-7.
Well,
yeah, both referees though were right on that.
They both were, and they didn't hesitate either.
They didn't hesitate. They gave it to him. Can we go back and look at that one more time, Braden, and then we can let our folks at home take a look at that one more time. Yeah, great pass. It was right there. I was just calling touchdown the whole way, and they knock it away. They must have figured he had 2 feet down in possession, and they just gave it to him. So
I think Eli thought it was incomplete, too, because he certainly wasn't celebrating after that.
No.
Well,
we'll take it.
We'll take it.
And Richmond fans are throwing that foam brick at the TV right now.
Yeah, they're sitting in front of us, the parent section, and they're clearly
a lot of booing.
Clearly not happy, and I guess
not happy. Now, I'm not going to say they're incensed, but a lot of boos.
Yeah, a lot of boos.
I mean, it was close, but like we said, both referees are right there, the side judge and the back judge, and they both didn't hesitate, and they gave that, and they're like, we're not changing that. So, but they saw it from the front, so maybe he didn't have it in, and then the guy just slided it out after the fact, obviously,
yeah,
right?
It could be. Just glad we don't have a replay, like you said. That was about a 22-yard touchdown reception by Eli Johnson.
Yeah. That's his 3rd of the season. 3rd touchdown.
That's correct.
Clearly a touchdown.
Rob says clearly a touchdown. So, yeah, we stand corrected then.
Clearly a touchdown. Great camera work by Rob Derry.
Well, the key play, obviously, aside from the touchdown, was the strip and fumble recovery there, giving the Wildcats the short field. And we're right back in it here, guys.
Right back in it. Momentum. Fields it on the 15, out here to the near side. He's quick. He's elusive. He's breaking tackles. Look at the kid go. Langness. He's good. Cuts it back. Still on his feet all the way down to the 40. Just when you thought you had some momentum, Langness says, give me the football. I'm going to pop you right in the mouth. And he does.
Just a poor job of tackling, I think, by multiple Wildcat defenders right there.
Wow.
Bryce Bevan finally making a tackle, but another short field.
Langness a little dinged up on that. I think he got a helmet in the wrist, but he looked to be okay coming off. Wow, we're already in Wildcat territory. 1st and 10 on that beautiful return. Like a 50-yard return. Broke about 6 tackles. Hitty. Hands it off. Give it to their guy, Burke. Slides it up in there for 2.
Tigers probably trying to run a little bit of clock here, Kevin, would make some sense. And
I think.
Try to get some of that momentum back.
He reminded me of like one of those years of the Green Bay Packers up 27 trying to run the clock out with 8 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, I've got a few texts here.
Yeah, what do you got?
About the call.
Okay, sure.
I think they saw the same thing you and I did, Kevin.
We'll take it.
Yep.
They did see the same thing we saw. Great camera work. Probably they saw it better than we did. Rob Derry, the artist. Handed off. That goes to Hepner. Hops up in there. Hepner for 2.
Well, pretty important third down play here, Kevin.
3rd and 5.5, maybe 6.
Oh, closer to 7.
Yeah, they didn't move that down. They didn't move that down marker on the far side. That is 3rd and 7. The down marker's on the 38 and the ball's on the 37, but that's okay. It's about 3rd and 7. Big play. Big play. I don't know if they go for it on 4th or they don't get it here or not. Hitty. Pistol formation for New Richmond. Back to pass. Play action. Heavy pressure. Throws a screen and throws it down. I don't know. Looking for a man in the vicinity. I think there's a receiver out there. It falls incomplete. It'll be 4th and a long 7. You could call it 8 if you'd like. Let's see if they decide to go for it here. I don't see a punting unit.
It's Landon Zepsik applying the pressure there.
Heavy pressure. No huddle. They're going to go quick.
We'll see if they try to draw him off sides or not.
Man in motion. It looks like they're going to. Now they'll slow it up.
I would probably be tempted to punt here, but
let's see if they pooch punt it.
We'll see what they do here.
Hitty kind of stepped back. He might pooch it. He is going to pooch it.
That was not Hitty, as a matter of fact. That was...
Oh, they're going to down it at the 1, but I thought he was in the end zone. Really close.
That was number 14, Nick Stelrick, in there.
Nick Stelrick was in the quarterback. He pooch punted it, and they're going to down that on the 1. Boy, I thought the guy slid into the end zone.
I thought so, too.
But they said no.
I don't know what their high school rule is, if the ball has to cross or not.
Right.
I think it's different in every level of football, but...
Right. It was close.
Yeah.
Wildcats will get it. 1st and 10. 3. And give us that score.
Brewers lead Phillies 3-1 in the 4th inning.
I like that. That's always good to know.
Willie Adames with a 3-run homer as they're in the midst of a pennant race.
Yeah. End of that Cubs series was a little frustrating. Couldn't get the runs. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 from the 1. Got to push that thing out from the shadow of your goal line here. And they try. Keeper. Move it ahead. Guys, get it out to about the 5. Ball's on the ground. Let's see. Another fumble. Let's see. They're going to say he was down, I believe. New Richmond says they have the football. Now they're going to confer.
Having a conversation
conferring, looking, still talking. They're going to say, still conferring. New Richmond says they got it. Look at them lobbying. And give us something. Second. Oh, New Richmond football. Boy, that took a long time to unfurl that. And another turnover by the Wildcats, a 3rd one tonight. This one right under the shadow of their own goalposts. And they didn't need that.
No. And that's, the probably key play is that punt that got the ball all the way down to the 1 yard line and dug the Wildcats in a big hole.
Wow. Wow.
Got another potential touchdown drive less than 10 yards, which would be their 2nd one of the night.
1st and goal from the 5. Hitty. He's got it. Hands it off. Nothing doing there. That was to Hepner. No gain. 2nd and goal from the 5.
This might be a good time to point out that there's a big game at David Smith Stadium at Raymer Field tomorrow as the UWRF Falcons take on Mary Hardin Baylor at 1 p.m. Should be a good one.
This time he keeps it, headed towards the promised land. Johnson wraps him up around the waist. Preston Johnson gets on Hitty's left pocket and pulls him down. Gain of a couple. 3rd and goal from the 3. Yeah, Preston got on him and he was dragging him.
He was. McPherson helped finish him off there. The 2 safeties.
3rd and goal from the 3. Man in motion. Jet sweep to the right, trying to cut it up in there. Cut back, touchdown. Ethan Panic on a jet sweep right, finds a seam and puts 6 more on the board for New Richmond.
Got to the edge and made the cut up the field at the right time, and it's another Tiger touchdown. Huh.
Yeah, turnovers. Last turnover gave him a 10-yard field. This one gave him a 5-yard field. A block punt that gave him a short field. Yeah.
If anybody has any idea on that fumble, let us know if they could tell what happened. Tigers going for 2. Double reverse and a pass.
Touchdown. Boy, that was some trickeration right there. They executed that perfectly for the 2. Wow.
They're pulling everything out of the playbook, aren't they, Kevin?
They are throwing it at the Wildcats tonight, and they are doing it well. Wow.
An 8-yard drive, a 5-yard drive. That's 14 of their 28 points. Another 60-yard pass, and then another drive with a short field. So they've capitalized. That's what you have to do to win high school football games.
Jeff, it's been a while since the Wildcats have been on the end of one of these. Can you remember the last time they've been on the end of one of these? West De Pere in a playoff game.
West De Pere for sure, yeah.
Yeah, not in regular season.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Yeah. But, yeah, West De Pere was clearly a better football team, more skilled, more physical. This I don't feel that same way about, but I will say that New Richmond's probably playing a little bit harder.
They are, and Wildcats are turning the ball over.
And smarter.
New Richmond's having a very, very good football game tonight. 5:46 to go, 28-7.
Yeah, that's another unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against New Richmond. I'm not sure if that was a taunt as well.
Probably some type of celebration.
What happened.
But to be honest with you, they ran a pretty good play.
Yeah. Hard to blame them.
Right? They ran a pretty good play.
Hard to blame them. We'll kick off from
the 25. Wildcats have come over to New Richmond and ran into an absolute freight train tonight, thus far. Wildcats standing back on their own 20. Kick is away. Fielded by Amundsen, back on the 17. Moves it up to the 30, 40, 42-yard line. Pretty good field position for River Falls, down by 3 tutties. Going to have to get to work here.
And quickly.
28-14 doesn't sound horrible after 2. I mean, not good, but doesn't sound horrible. But you got to have to score. You have to get up there and do it quick. New Richmond, though, is on the balls of their feet, and they're having one heck of a football game. Yeah, I got a comment. So someone says, feel like someone greased our footballs before the game. It's no kidding. Crossing route, nice pass, nice catch. And that's caught after a 5-6 yard game to Amundsen. He was not very open. Good defense, great pass, good catch by Amundsen. Gain of 6 on the play, 2nd and 4.
Amundsen leaves the game. We have Eli Johnson, bottom of your screen.
Couple receivers
on top. Mason Novak, Preston Johnson in at receiver.
Give it to Severson, bounces it to the outside, and he'll cut it back. Probably one of his better runs tonight for about 9 yards. He'll get a first down.
Nice job falling forward by Jonah for the first down. Stops the clock at 4:58. Well, probably need to score in about the next minute or minute and a half here.
I think so. Down 28-7 will make the storyline better if you can figure out a way. Girls volleyball.
Yeah, it's been done.
It's been done. Severson, Rainbow down the near side. Eli Johnson, back shoulder, and no flag. Tried to get back to the football, and the defender, number 2, Will Hepner, just got in his way, and he couldn't get back to the football.
Yeah, I think that was a good no call there. We had 2 guys fighting for the football. Defense certainly has a right to the ball, just like Eli does. And
2nd down and 10. Nose of the ball rests on the 42.
No reason not to go back to that play at some point here soon.
New Richmond fans on the near side imploring their defense. Wildcats trying to get into the end zone before the 4th quarter. Crossing route. Johnson in and out of the hands. Go 3rd and 10. Boy, again, really good defense. Not a bad pass, and it would have been a really good catch.
Really good coverage that time by Will Hepner.
Hepner with the defense. A little shout out back in Richmond High School.
He's right in Eli's back pocket.
Mm-hmm. Boy, the coverage has been tight. 3rd and 10, too obvious for the screen here, huh?
I would think. We've gone to Eli multiple plays in a row here. Let's see if they do something different. 2 down territory for sure.
Back to pass. It is a screen. Give it to Severson, 30. 1st down yardage, 20. High hurdling, 10. Out of bounds. Oh, what a play. Human highlight reel right there. I thought the 3rd and 10 may be too obvious for the screen. They pull it out, and then it's all Jonas Severson putting on a clinic down the sidelines. Let's go take a look at that again, Jeff. Look at the high hurdle right here. Boom, and stays in bounds.
And a little bit of a late hit that could have been called maybe.
And the Wildcats now are in the Sunshine Fun red zone. Let's take a look at that.
rfsunshinefun.org.
There it is. Sunshine Fun red zone brought to you by Generavarta State Farm Insurance.
Jumbo package back in for the Wildcats here with Zepsik, Olsen, and Eli.
Severson spinning through there, gains 3.
Severson the ball carrier. Hammond with the tackle.
Now we're inside the 10, down to the 9 with about just over 4 minutes to go here. Wildcats knocking on the door. They got to punch it in. Amundsen back in the game for River Falls.
Let's get moving here, guys.
Let's go. Jacob Range got him a play. Eli Johnson, tight end, split out to the far side on the left. Amundsen up top. I formation. Amundsen in motion. Play action. Rolling out to his left. Looking. Now he's going to keep it. Try to head for the promised land. Taken down from behind. Gain of 3. 3rd and 5 from the 6.
The Wildcats can get a first down. They need to get
To
down
the 7.
right around the 1.
Yep, so I guess it's 3rd and 6 from the 7, the way they marked that. Tuck it and go. Hit your big target here, huh? Up number 4 has got to be a target.
Yeah, I think so. If you can somehow get him out in some space.
Pitch
to
it out.
Jonah.
Jonah cuts it back, headed towards 1st down yardage.
That's close.
I think he's real close to 1st and goal at about the 1.5. Oh, let's see where they spot this. I think it's going to be
a yard.
18 inches short.
Yeah. We didn't get a good spot that time either. Ball's been marked right around the 2. 4th
And 1. Let's call it 4th and 1. They moved it back, didn't they?
Yeah.
4th and 1. I think you got to give it to 0 here. 4th and 1. They do. Severson headed towards the promised land. He is. Here they come. I think he's just short down at the 1-inch line, but that's going to be 1st and goal.
Should be. Clock stopping here.
1st and goal
Has
on
to
the
be.
2-inch line. Wow, can you get any closer than that? Looks like the nose of the ball's in the end zone. Wow.
Well, they might move it back again.
Right there it is. It's that close right there. Boy, that camera, that's special, huh? Nice.
Well, nothing fancy here. That's probably quarterback sneak it.
Pound it in. They'll sneak it, headed forward, and no indication yet. He's in, touchdown, Jacob Range on the sneak. And the Wildcats have kept themselves in this football game with 1:56 to go on a Jacob Range 1-inch quarterback sneak. The Wildcats put 6 more on the board in the game. Hanging around.
Not sure they deserve to be in the game, but they're at least showing some fight here in the second half.
Fight. Got a little fight in you.
Carafel with the extra point attempt here.
The freshman. Up, and
Snap,
it is short. The snap was a little low, and they missed that. That's a big point.
It is.
And, you got to go for 2.
At some point.
Yep. So, with a $1:56 to go here in quarter number 3, it's the Richmond Tigers 28, the River Falls Wildcats 13.
Kind of a little 3-point swing there. The Tigers executed their 2-point conversion about 3 minutes ago, and Wildcats missed their extra point. So instead of being a 26-14 game, it's 28-13, which
could be the difference.
Could be the difference later. We'll see.
A lot of meat on the bone yet. Still got a quarter and 2 minutes, so plenty of time. And we were talking about Wildcat comebacks this week. The girls volleyball down 2 sets last night, getting kind of pushed around the gymnasium, and then they come back and they win it in 5. So, hey, you never know.
You never know. We got a ways to go, but going to have to get a stop defensively for sure. So
we got a viewer from West De Pere. They currently lead Green Bay West 54-0 in the 4th quarter. So keep playing hard, Wildcats. A lot to learn from this game. Thanks, Chris. They got a good squad over there.
They do. They have a lot of those kids back that were in that game in River Falls last year, including their quarterback, Duke Schovold.
He's good.
Great program in West De Pere. We may see him again at some point. Let's hope we do.
Yeah.
That means we've went a ways.
I'm thinking onside kick, but I doubt it. Too early. Kick it away. Oh, they do try an onside kick. And almost had it.
Preston had it.
He flew through there. He got a wing on it coming through there. And then New Richmond luckily fell on that ball bouncing around. Wow.
I don't know what he's...
I could have picked that thing up and ran it right in.
I don't know if you can, if that's...
Yeah, I don't know if you can advance it or not. So close. So I had a feeling, my gut said maybe, and they tried it.
Yeah.
And
I'd like to see that again. Went right through his hands, it looked like to me, but I'm biased.
Handoff up the middle. Ooh, nice gang tackle. A little bit of want-to in that. We put 54 in on that tackle. Lucas Johnson and a couple other white jerseys. Probably Lincoln McCarty.
Well, see if the defense can muster up a stop here and get the ball back. Got a whole 4th quarter to play yet.
2nd down and 9. Great chance on that onside kick. Just about executed it. Just not quite. 2nd and 9. Hitty. Pistol formation. Offsides. Anthony McPherson a little eager, trying to get around the end there, and that's going to be a 5-yard penalty on encroachment, Wildcats.
He was. That's another Wildcat mistake, unfortunately, tonight.
We have them both in the mental category and in the physical category tonight.
Exactly. And
both columns are filling up.
Hence the 15-point deficit here.
2nd down and 4. Hitty gives it to his guy, Burke. Burke moves it forward into Wildcat territory. 1st down, they're going to move the chains. Just don't have an answer for Burke. He's tough.
Runs hard.
End of the 3rd quarter, Superior 7, Menominee 35.
That's Nick Stelreck back in at quarterback here. Good tackle that time by Severson. Tigers have been doing some alternating of their quarterbacks. Reese Hitty's been in there for most of the game, but Nick Stelreck, the sophomore, is currently playing quarterback.
You mentioned him in the pregame. He's a good upcomer for River Falls.
Big kid for a sophomore.
Yeah. Had her first cramp tonight. He said he's okay. I got to give a shout out to my mother who's watching tonight from Waupun. I got her TV hooked up last Saturday, so.
Well, you did.
I did. I got that up on the wall, and leg bolted into the studs. Everything is good. The cable guy came over. He got that done. Mirrors hung, furniture put together, a whole day's worth of stuff. She's set to go.
Yeah, I recall you being super excited about that.
Yeah, I got there at 1:45 in the morning.
Yeah.
Woke her up out of the chair, scared her. Run to the near side, pursued here, and then pushed out of bounds after a short gain, maybe 3 for the speedy Miles Burke.
Towards Eastgate, number 88, the senior, pushing him out of bounds, stopping the clock at 21.8 seconds.
Someone says, why is Severson on defense? Because he plays both ways. He doesn't tire.
He is right now.
Yeah.
3rd and 8.
3rd and a long 7. You can call it 7 or 8, depending if you're optimistic or pessimistic. Hitty hands it off, gives it to their speedster, Slicin, who's Dyson, who's meeting a lot of white jerseys near the line of scrimmage. He'll gain a tough 1 yard. It'll be 4th and 6.
That was Miles Burke right there, and that'll make it the end of the 3rd quarter, which will give
the
Tigers a couple of minutes to figure out what they want to do.
Figure out what they want to do.
Now with a 15-point lead, another chance to back them up deep in their own territory. I'd be tempted to punt it again and put some faith in their defense, but we'll see.
Yeah, you're up 15. You probably, the only way I think I'm with you, Jeff. The only way you're really going to maybe get in trouble is to give them the ball back at near midfield.
Right. Which
give them a short. I don't think you want to give them a short fielder. I think you got to punt the football.
That's what I would do. Make the Wildcats offense take it the length of the field, which they haven't done a lot tonight.
Mm-hmm. You probably got time maybe to go thank our sponsor, maybe a short First National Bank of River Falls.
Community banking is about giving back to the communities we serve. It's about focusing on needs and making decisions to better businesses and families in the area. It gives an opportunity for employees to live, work, and play local. We are your community bank.
Thank you, First National Bank of River Falls. They're over there in Prescott. They're downtown River Falls, and they're on the campus of the University of Wisconsin. River Falls. Go down there, open up a savings account for the youngsters sometime here in September. Go get that done and get them saving some money and get them familiar with our banking system and teach them about compounding interest.
They'd love to take care of you, I know that.
They would love to take care of you, good, friendly folks down at First National Bank of River Falls. They are going to punt, Jeff.
Plenty of room in the vault, for sure, for your money.
Plenty of room.
All right, let's see. Nobody jump off sides here. No?
They don't. They're going to kick it away. Spiraling kick. Let that go. And, boy, just a great kick again that's headed towards the goal line. And beautiful punt.
Well, that's why you punt, Kevin.
Again, by Devin Anderson for New Richmond. Punts another one inside the 5 this time. So he's had one down to the 1 and now on the 4. Punting game's working well for New Richmond. Everything's working well for New Richmond.
It really is. Everything defensively. They certainly done a much better job than the Wildcats have of capitalizing on opportunities as well.
Special teams, trick plays, the whole thing they got going on. But we have a whole quarter of football left to quit strike here, and we got ourselves a game.
We do.
Could get really good.
But they almost have to score here, I think, Kevin.
They got a long field to go. They're going to have to go 96 yards and find a way.
Jumbo package in the game right now. 2 tight ends along with Landon Zepsik.
And Richmond jumps.
And there's 5, so that'll help.
That should
be 5.
They'll back up New Richmond. They get a little eager on that. But the 3rd or 4th encroachment penalty we've seen tonight on both teams. Very eager up on the balls with their feet. Ready to go, and they can't tame those wild horses.
Give them a little
First and 5.
A little more breathing room here. Now Zepsik comes out of the game. Cody Olson in.
Whole quarter of football to go, down by 15.
We better get going. We're at 10 seconds already. They're gonna run out of time here. 5, 4, 3,
5. There's 5, 4,
2, 1.
3.
Yep.
Delay a game. They're going to go right back to where we started. So
that is just way too long getting the play in that time.
Yeah. So we got 5 on the encroachment. We give it right back on the delay of game. That little sequence right there kind of summarizes the game tonight for River Falls.
It really does.
Out of sync.
It's a lot of mistakes.
Out of sync.
Not a lot of urgency coming out of the huddle, and
still shuttling players. We're back in. Here we go. Referee watching his watch again.
We're at 10.
10 seconds again already. We're going to get this one off, though. Pitch it out to Severson, who's got the edge. Now he cuts it back up the middle. Tough 5 yards, and now we're 2nd and 5.
Tigers defense continues to bottle up Jonah.
And man down in the backfield for River Falls. I didn't see who that is back there.
I didn't either. I did not either.
Didn't see what happened away from the play there. A cramp.
I think it's a cramp.
Oh, that's good.
That's the good news.
Yeah. Cramped up. He was all crumpled up there like someone maybe rolled up on him, but that's a cramping situation. And that's cramping with a C-R-A-M-P.
Yes. Don't forget the M.
I meant to forget the M in there. Look at him. He's in pain, writhing. That was me at 2 in the morning last night at a Charlie horse.
Did you get one of those?
Oh, yeah.
Those are just fantastic. That's Landon Zepsic.
Zipper, all cramped up. Well, we called it, though. It's a hot night, mid-80s. And you're going to have a little bit of this in these football contests.
Yeah, we said 3rd or 4th quarter.
Yeah. And let's go through our sponsors again. Garage, Gridiron, Grinder of the Game. We're still kind of trying to get a list for that. Not many people on that list. The Garage Bikes and Brews, sponsor of that coveted award. I want to thank them. Riverland Laser, who puts the engraving on that. Riverland Laser. They put the engraving on that. I want to thank them. Friendly folks down there at Riverland Laser. I think we're good for now.
Landon will be back, I'm sure.
Kevin Westhouse, Jeff Johnson, Braden Engstrom, the artist Rob Derry, and Greg Peters down on the field with a field camera is your crew tonight. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Good game tonight, especially by New Richmond. Wildcats trying to hang on and trying to get something going here late. EC North is up 14-7. Crossing route to Novak. He catches it. Near first down yardage. It's going to be 3rd and 1. Mason Novak. He's a good athlete, isn't he?
He is only a sophomore. Look for big things out of him as he progresses through high school, both in football and in basketball.
3rd down and a yard. I'm with you, Jeff. Not a lot of urgency.
No. Got to get moving. Down 15.
Third and a yard. Keep it. Get the edge. And just falls forward to first down yardage. That play has been so successful the first 2 games, but I tell you what, New Richmond's watched some game film because they're filling that hole and they're just not letting a range get through that first level.
Big shout out to the New Richmond head coach Reggie Larson along with his staff. They've brought a very well-prepared New Richmond Tiger football team into this game.
Mm-hmm. Crossing route, tries to hit Eli Johnson just in front of him and a little bit low, unable to reel that in. It'll be 2nd and 10. He's got the size advantage, but pretty good coverage.
He does, and Jacob really has not had a lot of time to throw the football tonight either.
Not at all.
Had to hurry many of his throws.
The most successful throws have really been those screen passes and the one touchdown pass to Eli. Back to pass, play action, far side, looking down, got a man, just 4 yards too long, intended for Mason Novak on the far side, I believe.
That was Novak. Good coverage that time by the Tiger secondary.
Again, all over him.
They're right with him.
No, there's not a lot of separation, is there?
No.
3rd and 10. Clock stops with 10:24. Got to find a way to make a play. Someone's got to make a play here. Range, back to pass, cross the middle. Got a man, nice catch. There he goes, 40, 45, 50, 45, the speedster. Look at him go, the kid, Andrew Amundsen, with a nice catch and a little yak.
Really nice throw that time by Jacob. He finally had some good time to throw the football and just threw a dart to Andrew. And if he can get the ball in some open space, he's going to run a ways.
He was off to the races. Really nice pass and catch right there. Range to Amundsen. And Amundsen throwing some yak on that. Atta baby. Now we're into New Richmond Tiger territory. Need to put one up. Look, he's in big trouble. Hit. And almost intercepted. Hit as he threw it. And Will Hepner had a chance at a pick.
Yeah, they had Eli bracketed that time. That was Will
They did.
Hepner along with Reese Hitty also in on the play. And that's tough to throw it right in the middle between two guys like that.
I'm going to say it again. Great defense. You had heavy pressure on range, and then they had your number one receiver bracketed.
Yeah, we're going to Eli a lot, and the Tigers defense obviously knows that, and
They're
not,
ready.
They're not going to let Eli beat them.
Range, crossing route again, caught. Far side.
Preston
Johnson in the game at receiver with a nice catch and a little bit of yak on that. Gain of about 8. It'll be 3rd down and 2 for River Falls. 4-down territory, no doubt.
For sure. We got to get moving, though.
Got to get moving. 9:40, 9:39. Tick, 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 tick. Twin receivers down low. New Richmond fans imploring the defense. Give it to Severson. And he is not going to get it. It'll be 4th down and 3 yards to go. Ran into a brick wall on that defensive line of the New Richmond Tigers.
Jonas had nowhere to go tonight for the vast majority of this football game. And, well, this is probably your ball game, Kevin, I think.
You got to get the 1st down. I'm not going to give it a dagger yet, but yeah, you've got to find a way to convert this 4th down here. The screen passes worked. Let's see, range, sit route, got it.
1st down.
1st down on the forward progress by 2 yards. Nice catch. Eli Johnson again on the catch. Preston Johnson again on back-to-back receptions.
Preston getting his first action at receiver.
Well, he comes in the game
tonight.
and he makes 2 catches back-to-back, 2 big plays.
That was a big one on 4th down. They really needed to convert that. Otherwise, we would have been in a world of hurt.
Fake. Give it to Severson, far side. Give me a Brett Favre fake-a-rooney. I'm throwing it this way after he hands it off. Nice run by Severson. One of his bigger gains again tonight. Gain 6.
Get her moving.
2nd down and 5. A long 5. Yeah, it's going to be 5. Yeah, the guy with the down marker's got it right on the 20, and the ball's on the 19. See that?
Yeah.
So 2nd and 5. Sit route again. Nice defense, but a better pass and a better catch. I heard some wows here on the near side. Who was over there that time?
That was Eli with the catch.
Eli Johnson over there on the catch number 4. I heard some wows here in the stands by the New Richmond Tigers fans. That was a gutsy timing throw, and then right on the 4.
It sure was. That was good defense again by the Tiger secondary.
It was
and
all over him.
nothing's coming easy tonight.
Ball's on the ground. Throw it to the corner of the end zone, and danger, Will Robinson.
Yeah,
Danger,
that was,
danger.
That was close.
Wildcat
Yep.
down and up.
That was close.
Second down and 10, 7:40. Still got time. Couple scores. Mix a 2-point conversion in there. Hold them on a few plays. 28-28. Overtime again.
Yeah, we take that. Let's get this one first.
Let's get this one. Severson again. That's going to be for a loss of yards. And great pursuit by the Tiger. That's going nowhere. That inside defensive game for Richmond is stifling.
It's gone nowhere all night. The Tigers' defensive line is kind of manhandling the Wildcats' offensive line for the most part tonight.
I haven't gone this way, but I'm going to call it because it's so true. The Tigers' defense have been all over Jonah like a pack of dogs on a three-legged cat
there it is.
tonight. They have screen, inside screen. Nice job. Headed to the promised land. Touchdown! Jacob Range to Andrew Amundsen, who slides through with 7:06 to go. Find the clap emojis. The kid, Amundsen, speedy. Wow, now it gets interesting. Woo! How about that, Jeff?
Well, are they going to go for 2 now
Or later?
or later? I believe they're going to now.
They got to play, huh?
We'll see.
Here we go, going for 2 right here. Amundsen, nice catch. And now we've got
Timeout.
Timeout, River Falls. Well, let's go back and take a look at that play again. I think we got it. Let's take a look at that. Great crossing route, great pass, great catch, and Amundsen, look at him right here. And then it's just speed.
Good slot pass. Pretty good blocking that time by the Wildcats. Kind of freed them up. And
that was so
6
good.
points.
Let's look at it one more time. I like the speed of the kid. He gets that thing, and it looks like he's got nothing, and then speed never has a day off. Look at him. 15-yard sprint. Boom. Right there it is. Nice. Great camera work, the artist, Rob Derry.
as always.
As always. That's pretty, bringing you these beautiful pictures from Tiger Stadium. Is that the moon over there? Straight across?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow. Let's
that's
go
the
look at
moon.
this. Look at this. Look at that thing.
All right, here we go. Wildcats
Wow.
going for 2.
All right, going for 2. Making it a 1-score game here if they can get it in here. The Richmond fans imploring their defense. Jacob Range under center. Pitch out to Severson.
He's gonna
throw
throw
it.
it.
He wants to throw it. He's going to throw it. Got him! He is in! Got it! 2-point completed. Toe tap on the far side of the end zone. Oh, what a play. Jonah Severson. Who caught that, Jeff? Was that Novak?
That was Mason Novak, number 17. Wasn't sure, but it was Mason. He was, according to the referee, got a foot in. And
Let's go look at it, and let's see what the artist Rob Derry got for us on that. I'm sure he got it. Rob's like, oh, I got that. So Severson got it. There was nothing going on. Novak slides out the back, and, oh, he got it.
Yep.
Nice
Yep,
job.
referee
Nice
said
job.
affirmative right away. Wow. Well, we have a game.
We have a game, a 1-score game with 7:06. That ain't nothing. Yeah, right. All of a sudden, it gets a little bit tighter for the Richmond Tigers.
It does. Wildcats, win or lose this game, got to give them some props for fighting back here in the second half after being down 20-0. Is that what it was at halftime, I think?
I think you got to put Mason Novak on the grinder list.
He's on there for sure.
I
He's made
got-
some big plays. A lot of third and fourth. No, I can't put Preston on there. He dropped that onside kick. So,
And also
his dad's on.
also Andrew Amundsen.
Oh, absolutely. Yep, Andrew's there.
Andrew, I've got Andrew and Novak so far on my top of my list.
Let's let this game unfold here and see.
As we develop a list, we didn't have.
we'll see
I'm
what
getting a little
happens.
excited. We didn't have much of a list up until about 5 minutes ago.
Now, New Richmond clearly anticipating another one of those pooch onside kicks
not
here.
here. You got to kick it deep.
I think you do.
You got to kick it deep, and you got to play defense.
Yep, Jack Silloway doing the kicking, which makes me think they're going to kick it deep here.
Silloway, fingers up, approaches the ball, and he does bang it deep. Nice kick there by Silloway. Hits and goes right into the end zone. Probably the best kickoff we've had this season.
Yeah, they kind of telegraphed that one a little bit. Gavin Carafel I'm about 99% sure, was the one that did the kickoff duties on the Pooch kickoff, and now we are back to Silhouette.
North just beat Memorial.
North just beat Memorial. The Battle of Eau Claire. 14-7, I believe, is the final there.
Someone says, let's go Lincoln, make a play. He just might.
Yeah, we need somebody to make one here.
He just might on defense. All right, here we go. 7 minutes to go. 1-score game. Hope you stuck around. It's getting good. It's getting really good. Hitty. He'll keep it. Run it up in there. And then Hitty says, you think this thing's getting good? I'm going to run away with one. Midfield, 45-40. Still on his feet. Gets pushed out on the 40-yard line of the River Falls Wildcats. So Hitty swings back and, thinking about a prize fight, punches River Falls right back in the mouth.
Yeah, they sure did. They had the Tigers under heels a little bit there after that kickoff, and this lack of contain on the quarterback, Reese Hitty, excellent athlete.
Excellent. Reese Hitty, big gain there.
Took a lot of pressure off right there for the New Richmond Tigers.
No, you can't let them score here. Find a way, knock the ball, rip and claw at it, get it free.
Well, that helps.
Speaking of Lincoln McCarty and gang, there they are for a 2 and 3 yard loss. Host of Wildcat shirts there, defensive line stepping up, getting it done.
You know what, Kevin? We could really use a turnover right here.
A chocolate turnover right here, apple turnover.
I don't know if I can bust that out twice in a row here.
We did. Once, like 2nd and 13. Working behind the chains gets a little more interesting. Pistol formation, 3 receivers out for the Tigers. Tight end tucked in here on the near side. Hitty's letting the play clock run down, trying to milk the clock. Why not? Man in motion. Oh, bobble, snap, and boy, had him for a loss, and he gets back just to the line of scrimmage, maybe gains a foot. It's going to be 3rd and a dozen, maybe a baker's dozen.
Well, 3rd and 12. We've had a few big plays of the game. We had a couple of 4th down conversions on our last offensive drive, and
do they dare go upstairs here and risk stopping the clock? I don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised to see another Hitty rollout here. That's been pretty effective.
Run or pass, right? Put the ball in your athlete's hands. Let them see if you can run or pass. I'm with you there, Jeff. Let's see. Let Hitty make that decision. He's in the pistol formation now. He is back to pass. Looking. Throws it over the middle. Almost.
It was
intercepted by the Wildcats. Who's got that? Threw that under pressure.
It's Ben O'Malley with the interception.
You get a replay on it? All right, Ben O'Malley with the interception. I think that ball was tipped. Hit Ben O'Malley right in the breadbasket. Intercepted Wildcats. Big play with 5:17 to go. Oh, baby, here we go. Let's see. Let's take a look at that again and see what we got. He was under big pressure. He kind of forced it.
It was the pressure
right to him. Nice job. Ben O'Malley hit him right between the 4 and the 2, and he reels that in. But you got to credit the defensive line there putting pressure on Hitty. Had to throw it way too quick into heavy pressure, and Wildcats get the ball in really good field position on the 39-yard line. Plenty of time. Range. Got a man in the flat. That's caught. Far side. Knocked out of bounds. Cody Olson. First time we've called his name tonight. Gain of 9 or 10 by the big tight end, Cody Olson.
Clock stops with 5:08 left here in the 4th quarter. Cats driving. Somehow getting themselves back into this football game.
Clock not a factor. I feel like I'm in set 5 of the volleyball game right now.
2 timeouts left, I believe, right, Braden?
2nd down and 1. 2nd down and 1. Jacob Range, pistol formation. Gives it to Severson. He's got 1st down yardage. Legs are moving. They're into Tiger territory with a fresh set of downs all the way down to the 47 of New Richmond. Clock not even a factor now. Just got to get one in the end zone.
Clock stops to move the chains. Just under the 5-minute mark here. Wildcats in Tiger territory and having all the momentum here.
It is getting good. Get to the edge of your seats. The garage is getting sweaty. Some of those back porches with the big screen TV. Some of those man caves in the garages, it's getting sweaty now. Play action, back to pass, in big trouble. Trying to get away. Range rolling. Got a man caught and knocked out of bounds after a tough 5-yard gain. No flags on the play. That's a tough 5 yards. That was all Jacob Range there.
That was all Jacob Range. He could have been sacked on multiple times on that play and happened to find Cody Olson out in the flat for his second catch in a row here. Gets out of bounds. Clock stops. 4:32 left. Second and short.
Second and short. 4:32 to go. All of a sudden, all the pressure now going to New Richmond. Range back to pass again. There's that screen. And that's interference. It's got to be. No, he was tackling before the ball got there. That's what the offensive line is saying, too. I think he even caught that.
That's what Coach Schurz is begging for, too, and he's not going to get the call.
He had him wrapped up before the ball got there, and he caught it. 3rd down and 3. Yeah, Amundsen had a long run earlier in the game, too, didn't he?
He did.
He did. So, again,
he's probably on the top of my list at this point. But
still some game to go, though. 3rd and 3. There's no doubt we got 2 downs to make 3 yards. Keeper reaching towards the first down yardage. He's going to be a yard short. It'll be 4th and 1. Boy, that play that worked so well and went free so many times. Oh, onside kick here. Watch this, Jeff. There we go.
All right, we're at 4th and 1 here.
You can hear the fans. I'll bring this right into your living room. Here we go. It's getting loud here at New Richmond Tiger Stadium. 4th and 1. Basically the ball game. Trying to draw him offside. Pitch it to Severson. Cuts back. He's got first down yardage and plenty more. Move the chains down to the 35-yard line.
Thank goodness for the decisive cut that time by Severson, because they looked like they had him stopped in the backfield and made a hard cut to his left. Wildcat first down, nearing the 3-minute mark. Fresh set of downs for River Falls.
Fresh set of downs. They're driving after the big interception by Ben O'Malley. 1st and 10. Back to pass. Range looking. Rainbow down the near side. Got Amundsen. Oh, just over his outstretched arms. Amundsen got a step on the defender, Evan Matusak, and just overthrew him.
Yeah, once again, Jacob was rushed a little bit on that play and had a hard time setting his feet and just barely overthrew Andrew Amundsen.
A couple of those tonight where he's just overthrown them. No lack of arm strength by Jacob Range. 2nd and 10. Got to get some positive yards here on down 2. 2:54 to go now. Clock getting down there. Range back to pass. Swing pass, far side, caught. Is that Severson that caught that? That little swing pass on the far side. They do get positive yards. Gain of 3. It'll be 3rd and 7. You've got 2 downs now to get 7.
Nearing the 2.5-minute mark here. Obviously, we're in 4-down territory. Wildcats with 2 timeouts remaining. We have another 3-receiver look here with Preston Johnson, Mason Novak, and Amundsen in the game.
3rd down and 7.
Trips on top and
timeout.
Coach Schurz didn't like the look and called a timeout.
Timeout. I mean, these are 2 big plays. I mean, every one of these now is ball game, right, with 2:14 to go. And here's a question for you. If you would happen to score,
you go for 2.
Do you go for 2 and just go for the win on the road?
I think I would. I mean, given the fact that they were down 20-0.
We'll see. I hope we get to that point. We got to make that decision, right?
Yeah, we got a few more first downs to get. Am I wrong on that, Rob? Artis, what do you think?
Do you go for it on
go
2
for 2 if you score
here?
Rob says no. Kevin, what do you think?
I don't know. Freshman kicker, I don't know.
Well, either way, and Gavin's been pretty clutch all season, but
yeah.
I think either way, that's something that I'm sure Coach Schurz is thinking about right now.
Yep. And there's a long ways away, though, between that decision and where we're at right now.
Oh, for sure. We got 31 yards to go.
But we had a timeout and needed a filler, so let's work that a little bit.
Trips on top, 2 on the bottom.
5 receivers out. It's backyard flag football for the Wildcats. Jacob Range standing alone in the backfield. He's in the shotgun formation. He's got it. Looking down the field, rolling, stepping up, crossing around. Nice pass and catch. Did he catch it? I think he did. It'll be 4th and a yard.
Cody Olson with the catch.
No, it wasn't Eli. 4, wasn't it Eli or not? I think it was 4.
It was Olsen, yep.
Was it Olsen?
Yeah, and he's coming up limping a little bit.
Oh, it is
here.
8. Thank you. I'm squinting. You're right. Thank you.
4th and about
a yard.
half a yard.
4th and a yard. Probably got to get it in the hands of Jonah Severson here. They're going to be keying on him. A little misdirection maybe, huh? A little naked boot. Nope. Give it to Severson. You got to give it.
Yep.
You got to give it to the horse who's got you to the party, and they give it to Severson. First down, move the chains with $1:37 to go.
The Wildcats went with a no receiver look, 2 tight ends. Jack Rock out in the field. Now they're back to, what do we got here? We got Mason Novak, Preston Johnson at the bottom of your screen, Eli on top. Jonah, single setback.
Range, cross, that's low. I think that's going to be incomplete. Pretty well covered. He threw it shoe top high, and it skipped in there, incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Bit of a low pass that time intended for Eli. Tried to scoop it up off the ground. Wasn't able to do so. Would have been a gain of about 5 or 6. Clock stops with 1:21 left, so maybe that's not all bad.
Nose of the ball rests on the 23-yard line. 2nd down and 10. Jacob Range gets his team to the line.
Jonah split out as a receiver right now on the right side.
Get it in his hands. Back to pass. Rainbow down the far side. Got a man! Oh! Just out of the outstretched arms again. So close. He had his man beat and just couldn't quite reel that in. I think we had a cramping situation down there.
And unfortunately what that means is, and that's really good sportsmanship right there by the
Richmond got to help him out.
By catcher Langness there. I think it's, well, maybe that's actually Will Hepner.
So who's cramping up down there?
Jonah.
Yeah, little.
Is it Eli? You sure? Okay, you're right.
Eli Johnson.
Never mind,
cramping
my
up
bad.
Down there.
Well.
Yeah, Eli gave quite an effort on that. That was 18 inches too far. He had his man beat, and if he just can lay that in there, maybe a little more air. We're asking a lot of the 17-year-old, but nice pass, nice play, good defense, just out of his fingertips reach.
Well, for sure. He would have, that's about in the air, about a 35-yard pass, and trying to put it on a dime like that is, with a heavily covered Eli Johnson. He's going to have to set out a play. 1 timeout left for the Wildcats.
3rd and 10 now. Now you got 2 downs to make 10.
And your big target out of the game.
I'm saying you might see that screen pass again here. You hear the fans here on the near side. Jacob Range rolling out of the pocket, trying to get him in the corner of the end zone. Oh, and just out of the outstretched arms that time of Cody Olson. I've used that phrase a lot tonight, just out of the outstretched arms. It's about the 6th ball tonight that's just been overthrown.
A little bit long that time. Cody looking for the call, but I think that was a good no call again. Eli back in the game. Well, this is your ball game again.
4th and 10 with 1:10 to go. This is your ball game now.
Near side receivers are Amundsen and Olsen.
It's loud in the house.
Preston Johnson is on top.
And the Wildcats
we're going to call timeout.
Take your final timeout tonight.
Might as well at this point.
You got to have the right play, right?
Yep.
You got one play. Too early in the season for the hook and lateral. Just saying, something go deep in the bag here. BRC game. All right, $1:10 to go. Quit pinching that baby down there.
Is that Derry doing that?
Yeah, right. Kid's not happy. He needs to go home.
Yeah, it's been a
Someone
long...
tell that kid there's $1:10 left and it's a 7-point game. The garage gridiron grinder is still wide open. Somebody make a nice catch here. You could probably put that on your mantle.
I would think so. Well, let's see what we got out here. We have...
I'm going to get down in my haunches, guys. Hope you don't mind. I'm ready to go.
We have Preston and Andrew at the bottom of your screen.
Cody Olson. Second one in. Oh, it's Amundsen. There we go. Back to pass. Range. 4th and 10. Crossing route. Got him! Incomplete. He dropped it in and out of the hands. I think that was Cody Olson.
It was.
That had it. Really nice pass. He had it about shoulder high and just couldn't reel it in. Well, yeah, I'll go down there probably and.
Did you get the replay on that at all?
No replay on that. So with that said, I'm going to probably go down and for our group.
Sure. Yep.
All right. These are tough tonight, so.
Yeah, that's a tough one. It's a tough loss for the Wildcats tonight. Valiant effort coming back from a 20-0 deficit, and they had a chance right there at the end.
I'm going to be on 4.
Unfortunately, too big of a hole that they dug for themselves, and
I need to. Oh, there it is.
they'll come out on the short end of a.
All right. I'll see you field
loss.
side.
Okay.
Andrew Amundsen, wide receiver tonight, will.
Yep, I think that's a good selection.
Touchdown catch.
Had some big runs.
Yep, we'll talk to him tonight. All right. Maybe it'll be quick.
As Stelrek takes the knee. And that's your ball game here from Tiger Stadium in New Richmond. The Tigers improved their record to 3-0. It was a nail-biter right up to the end. A 28-21 win over the River Falls Wildcats. Wildcats will fall to 2-1 on the season. 0-1 in the Big Rivers Conference. And that'll put New Richmond right up there in the state rankings, Rob, I think. One would think. Kevin Westhouse heading down to the field to interview tonight's garage gridiron grinder of the game. That would be Andrew Amundsen, the senior. Well, valiant comeback for sure. Being down 20-0 at halftime, did not convert their first drive of the second half, and things looked really bleak for the Wildcats, but they certainly made a run, but it was just a little too late as they fall to 2-1 for the season. That turns next week's game against Hudson, the battle for the jug, into almost a must-win, I think, for the Wildcats if they're going to.
You hear me up? Jeff, can you hear me up there? All right, I'm over here.
Okay, where is he? Oh, he's down. Okay. It's Kevin Westhouse looking for Andrew Amundsen. I'm sure Andrew does not want to do this interview, but it's going to be a tough one.
You got me up there, guys?
A little bit closer.
I got to get a little closer.
All right.
Pull up that box a little bit.
Oh,
all right, here we go. Andrew Amundsen, tough one tonight. We haven't had a situation where we've had to give a grinder award in a loss in a couple seasons. How does this one feel?
I mean, it sucks, but we're going to come back next week. We'll have it. Just got to keep pushing.
How about yourself tonight? What were you doing to motivate your team?
I was just playing my best. Second half.
Very nice, Andrew. You used your speed very well tonight. Made some big catches, some nice runs. Very nice job.
Thank you.
Good grinder of the game. Congratulations, son. Let me pop you on the shoulder one time. All right, thank you. I'm going to get your picture. Hold on one second. I'm going to send this right back upstairs to Jeff.
All right, thanks, Kevin. Sorry about the technical difficulties there with our on-field mic. Congratulations to Andrew Amundsen, the senior wide receiver, defensive back, on his Garage Gridiron Grinder of the Game award. And again, I think we'll get things wrapped up here. Your final score here from Tiger Stadium: New Richmond 28, River Falls 21. Wildcats fall to 2-1 for the season, 0-1 in the Big Rivers. We'll be back next week, Friday night, from David Smith Stadium at the University of Wisconsin River Falls, as the Wildcats will take on their arch rival, the Hudson Raiders, at home. So until then, hope to see you next Friday. Pre-game show around 6:45. Thanks for tuning in tonight to the River Falls Sports YouTube Network, and we'll see you next week.